Rachetele, geen pop.
Hoe veilig zijn de pionnen?
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
This morning I'm sharing the stage with guinea fowl, and quite a few of them, as you can see. Yeah, they're sharing the stage with guinea fowl and barking dogs in a residential area here in Somerset West.
I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got them hating. Thanks to all the rumors you be claiming, it's cool, I'm done with you, so they can throw you a celebration. You gon' hate it when you see me with somebody living better. I'm trying to tell you that me just doing me gon' have you jealous.
Friday, March 14th, 2025, St. Patrick's Day is just around the corner. Welcome back to the program, folks. Live from Central Pennsylvania, it's Chris. Yes, people tell me I should shave the beard. Should I shave the beard? It keeps getting shorter. Maybe it should go. We'll consider that. I don't know. We'll have to consult the right-wing podcaster's textbook. Hang on a second. Let me look and see. So it's right-wing podcaster's handbook. Excuse me a second while I consult a right-wing podcaster's handbook here. Yes. Beards are essential. It conveys power and authority. You should always keep a beard to make the lefties fearful. Sorry, folks, can't shave the beard. The right-wing podcaster's handbook tells me I've got to shave it from a girl. Are you a 20-year-old boredom I see? I might listen to you. All right, we'll do a poll. 468 people before we get to the news. It is Friday, so I'm prepared to do the news, folks. And if you come for the news, we will do it. But it's going to be interspersed here a little bit with interaction with the group here. Some things are coming out, some fake news from South Africa, and I need to address that again today. It is shameful what people are doing in the media to mislead people. Okay. There you go. Polls up. Now, this has traditionally went the way of keeping the beard. Let's see if it changes today. All right. So, let's go ahead and get into it, folks. I'll get back to the chat in a few moments. Somebody said something. Look him up. Were you talking about me or someone else? Okay. Don't ask a lion to cut his mane. Yeah. Well, they got Samson. They cut him. They took all his power, didn't they? Samson lost all his power when he got his hair cut. Yeah. Right-wing Podcaster's Handbook, Chapter 3, subsection states you must have a white pointy hat. I don't have one, so I'm out of code with the right-wing podcasters. Apparently, I'm not a right-wing podcaster. I'm not up to spec. Only if you shave it live. A fly just drowned in my beard. He had to climb out twice to take a leak. Well, I should have left that. Yeah. Well, Van Dyke is another option here. Only shave it for each other. There you go. If I get to 100,000 subscribers, I'll shave it. There you go. There's the challenge. There's the challenge. 100,000 subscribers and I'll shave the beard. Because that ain't going to happen. A small mustache one, so I look like Hitler. Then I'll definitely be the left-wing podcaster. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, anyway, so no, that's something for Justin Trudeau to do there, Johan. No, not going to happen. Old video with 6 years ago with no beard. I don't have any videos with no beard. I've had a beard ever since I started podcasting. You might have seen videos of me doing something else before I started doing podcasting or video work. Anyway, yeah. So the poll, 63% are saying no. See, challenge accepted, says Tom Hawk. Well, 100,000 subscribers, folks, is a long way off. We did hit 57,000 a short while ago, though. Thank you very much for that. Bye donkey. We're at 57,000 subscribers, but the pace is really slowed down. Also, I've noticed that either people are exasperated with the news about South Africa or shadow banning, or my titles are poor or my thumbnails are poor. I'm not sure which it is. I have been using AI generated thumbnails lately because the analysis is telling me they work better, but it doesn't seem to be the case. I have not had a video go over 50,000 since the 10th. So 4 days ago, I've had a 30, a 38, a 16, a 16, a 17, an 18, a 42, a 25, a 21, a 20, 11, and 18,000 view videos. The only reason I'm keeping up the pace of content watching is just because I'm producing so much content. But it's not certainly attracting a larger crowd. New viewers, not too many flying to the channel, so the word must not be getting out. So 100,000 seems a very far off target. Sounds like I need honey. My voice is a little husky today. Yes, I was I did get a little nap earlier, so yeah, okay. People are calming down about South Africa and sticking their heads in the sand. I think you're right, W.O. Bridger. People are sticking their heads in the sand. I don't say that Colonel mentioned you today. People out of the blue asked that Army Colonel on YouTube. People are hearing about you. 100,000 might be on the road. Well, I don't know about Side, but it'd be nice to see. It's one thing for people to talk about, but it's quite another for them to watch the content. Good day, Chris. Greetings from Afrikaners in Mozambique. Many Afrikaners trying to survive in other countries do this. Yeah, I'm well aware of that, Vili Prinsloo. I'm very well aware of that. Botswana, Namibia, Zambia, Eswatini, Lesotho. There are Afrikaners all over the place. Namibia. Copies on Biz News and other place. Copies is, what does that mean, Adele? You've earned no grooming standards. Keep it. And now it's time for 60,000K. I said it's about the beard, Colonel. You'll look less angry. I'm not angry at all. Yeah, I need my Frappuccino. That's why my voice is husky. That's what I said. Samson, they cut his hair and he lost all his strength. Yeah, don't forget. Yeah, apparently, folks, hang on. We got to do a little maintenance here. Hang on a second. I've got to check. 595 people here. That's awesome. Thank you for being here on a Freitag. Yeah, hang on a second here. Yeah, let me see. It's not working. It seems to be broken. The 611 people here, but the like button seems to be broken. You guys having trouble with your like button too? I can't get my like button to work. It's stuck on 287 likes. Can you get your like button to work? I mean, let me try it. Let me push really hard. That sounds an awful like somebody's doing number 2. So,
That was easy.
Oh, I got it to work. Oh, look at that. It does work. You guys can push the like button. Son of a gun. Well, it is a short trim. If you saw it down to my navel a while ago. Once there's news about the refugee program, shoot up 200,000. With my luck, I'll probably be in the War College doing consulting. I won't be available to tell you what's going on. Can't wait for the Christmas podcast. It's going to be like chatting to Santa. Well, it was like that. We do Santa at Christmas time, but people have lost interest in that too. Laughing during sunrise broadcast. Yeah, I was laughing. I was laughing a lot this morning at those kids' videos. Let me see if that's still on my TikTok. We got to do that one time before we get to the news, folks. Hang on. If you come for the news, don't run off. We're going to get to it in just a moment. It's Friday. Take a deep breath, okay? Look at my tulips. Take in the air. Breathe. Aren't they beautiful? Look at they're wide. They're almost fully open now. They're just gorgeous. My purple tulips. In honor of Women's Day. Where's Men's Day? That's every day. Men rule the world. Have you been keeping score? Men don't rule squat, man. We are just victims. All right. Let me see if I still got this tick-tock. Tick-tock. Let me see. Come on. No, that's X. Oh, my God, there's a screaming person on X. I don't need to see that. Where's my TikTok? Oh, those were great, those kids things last night. Oh, this one's one.
Go wash your hand. All right, thanks, Tammy. Oh, wait, hold on. This one here is a little bit crooked. See that? No, honey, that your finger do like that. Funny, because my finger didn't do like that before I came in here. It's okay, honey, don't worry. I fix it for you, don't worry. Trước mùa mai bồng nem sao lắm tiền kia lắm. Oh, she said you look so pretty.
My name is TJ O'Connor.
That's funny.
Just my...
All right, I won't go back to the kids thing. I'm trying to find the kids thing.
How the heck? Mexican. I went to the...
No, come on.
Do your ears always... You don't realize that not...
I saw...
In the air...
Wow, this is too much work.
Anybody else? This is the coolest...
If you're fed up... The ultra really bad?
D10...
All right, that's too much. I'm not going to spend all day looking for that. Anyway, yeah. Oh, that one is so funny. Yeah, that's the funniest. You want gel? You want gel? What? You want gel? Oh, I'll have gel. Make your hand look pretty. You got boyfriend? No. You want long short? Short. Honey, that's why you got no boyfriend. That's why you got no boyfriend, because you got short now. Oh, dear gosh. Okay, hang on, folks. We'll get to the news in just a moment. Look, people already left because they came from the news and they left already. Over 30 people already left. Shame, you went too quickly. You went too quickly. All right, well, if you can't take a joke on a Friday, then you just can't take life. You're all for the seriousness. What's your opinion about the EU here? It is a hidden agenda. It's an attack on America. It has nothing to do with South Africa. The EU doesn't love South Africa. They hate America. Yeah, because they're a bunch of leftist slime balls, and Trump has called them out on it. So, and J.D. Vance embarrassed them all. I'm not concerned about China or Russia, the threat external to Europe. I'm concerned about the internal threat of governments oppressing their people. Oh, Werner, did he just say that? He just said he's fascist in Germany. He said the Germans are fascist. Can you believe that? Werner, can you believe that? Ooh, sorry. Yeah, anyway. Well, you can't please everybody all the time. And we lost a few more people. Oh, they're going away. All right, fine. Bye. Peace off. All right, so several people sent me emails just before I went live, so I only had a moment to look at this. Only had a moment to look at this. Well, it also could be trolls looking for something to glom onto. This story is in the Independent line. Of course, we know that as the toilet paper of record. And Seyon Ral, who has written some good stories for the newspaper, so I'm a bit disappointed to see this one from her. But who knows? Let's go ahead and take a look at this story. And I'm just going to have to rubbish this story because it's full of garbage and nonsense, intentionally misleading South Africans. Of course, who is actually reading the toilet paper record besides me and a bunch of black supremacists and lefty lunatics? Is anybody else reading it? So maybe it really doesn't matter. Revealed. This is how Afrikaner refugees can apply for Trump's relocation program. All right. First off, it's not a relocation program. It's a refugee resettlement program. There's a very distinct legal difference there. So let's just get to it. Okay. U.S. President Donald Trump signed an executive order, yada, yada. Response, President Ramaphosa signed the land expropriation bill into law. No, it's not. It's not. It's not. See, that's a lie. That's an assumption based on lack of evidence. Cyril Ramaphosa signed the Expropriation Act into law on December 20th. He announced it to the world on January 23rd. Donald Trump issued an executive order on February 7th. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 31. That's 8 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 and 7. 15 days later, 2 full weeks later, Donald Trump issued an executive order. And in the executive order, he did not say it was because of expropriation without compensation. He did not say that. See, that's a lie. This is propaganda disguised as news. Let me just expose this for what it is. Okay. Expropriation law. Okay. In shocking disregard of its citizens' rights, the government of South Africa has recently enacted an Expropriation Act to enable the government to seize ethnic minority Afrikaners agricultural property without compensation. That's what he says. Okay? Now he gives the reasons for why he did this, 4 of them. This act follows countless government policies designed to dismantle equal opportunity in employment, education, and business and hateful rhetoric and government actions fueling disproportionate violence against racially disfavored landowners. There's 1. In addition, South Africa has taken aggressive positions towards the United States and its allies. 2 points, including Israel, not Hamas, of genocide in the International Court of Justice. 3 reasons. And the most important of all, reinvigorating its relations with Iran to develop commercial, military, and nuclear arrangements. Now, they can make the claim that this is in response to expropriation without compensation, but that is the straw that broke the camel's back. If they said that after a long series of egregious offenses against the United States, Donald Trump finally took action against South Africa in a long-standing dispute after that law was signed. That would be accurate analysis. That would be accurate analysis. The United States, from its position, its perspective, believes that South Africa has acted against its national security interests, and after a long series of complaints over the past 2 years at least, public displays over 2 years, the United States took action. That would be accurate analysis. Not saying it's because of EWC. That's simply factually incorrect. The South African Chamber of Commerce says that within 18 hours, they had 10,000 relocation inquiries. They're not relocation. That's the wrong language. We're going to have to teach the Independent line the proper language on how to do this, okay? All right, so highlighting key points of Trump's executive order, immigration attorney Gwen Vermeulen at Move Up stated that the order seeks to prioritize Afrikaner refugees and suspend aid to South Africa. That is correct. Vermeulen warned the U.S. decision makers have yet to sign off on the refugee claim. Once again, Gwen Vermeulen is correct. Okay? She explained the executive order specifically refers to Afrikaners as a group eligible for refugee status due to alleged race-based discrimination. Understanding this term's scope is crucial in determining who qualifies for relief. 100%. So far, good job, Seyon Ral. This is a good news story. I mean, a well-written news story. It's factual, aside for, well, not the first part. I did say that was kind of messed up. And now I say there are 2 legal pathways for South Africans opting to take Trump's offer. And they put offer in quotes. What do you mean offer? As if you put quotes around something if it's suspicious or not genuine. It's real. Vermeulen explained that one option is refugee resettlement from outside the U.S. Correct. For this, applicants must demonstrate a well-founded fear of persecution based on race, religion, nationality, membership, a particular social group, or political opinion. She says, but she's wrong. She's wrong. So Ms. Vermeulen was correct up to a point, and now she's incorrect. U.S. law does not require that. U.S. law does require that as one possibility. You must demonstrate a well-founded fear, or you can demonstrate that you have been persecuted. So there's three things come into play here. You must show a well-founded fear. Okay, she's correct there. Or you can show that you have been persecuted. Okay, she doesn't mention that. And more importantly, you must be a special group. And under U.S. immigration law, the Immigration and Nationality Act of 1980, a specific group of people can be designated by the U.S. government, and that includes the president. In this case, Afrikaners, whatever that will be, have already been designated a group of special concern for humanitarian resettlement in the United States by the President of the United States. Therefore, if you are part of that group, that's like say you were homosexuals in Syria and he said homosexuals were protected, then all you have to be is a homosexual in Syria, all you have to be is an Afrikaner in South Africa, and you would qualify. You will not have to demonstrate a well-founded fear or actual persecution. I will advise you, however, that if you think you fall into this group and you have been persecuted or you do fear persecution, that you bring whatever evidence that you have. Emails denying a job because of your race, denying an interview because of your race, a bursary to turn down because of this, whatever evidence you have, bring it to this meeting whenever you have it with an official. However, they're wrong. They're wrong once again. This is fake news once again in the media. Ms. Vermeulen said that there is pre-screening interview where post-referral applicants undergo pre-screening by the Resettlement Support Center and an interview with the United States Citizen Immigration Service officer, correct? Or someone they contract to do it. There's also a comprehensive background check and medical examination to ensure applicants do not pose security or public health risk. The background check, yes, I'm not aware of the medical checks, so that isn't stated clearly in the law. I haven't found that, but there is a background check. Absolutely, that's required. And I've done a video on that. Go to my frequently asked questions video. Approved individuals receive visas under Immigration Naturalization Act, and access support services. That's all true of Ms. Vermeulen. She said that via the second option, applicants may enter various visas or request asylum at U.S. port of entry. You're not going to get asylum at our border. You're being turned away. You're only allowed to apply for asylum once you're in the country, not by coming to the border. They would have to file for asylum by submitting it within 1 year of arrival. If you come to America and you're here for a year, where are you here from unless you have a green card? No one can come to America and stay here for a year. The Brits can only stay for 6 months, I think it is. Most places get 90 days visa-free entry to America. Even with the ESTA, it doesn't matter. You don't get to stay for a year. So I'm not sure what she's talking about, the 1 year of asylum thing. That may be an accurate statement out of the law, but it isn't germane here. You better not be an American or South African coming to America applying for asylum because it'll be turned down. It's not a path to stay here. It's not a good idea. It's a long path. Most asylum cases are rejected. Over 95% of asylum cases are rejected because most of them are fraudulent. Almost all of them are fraudulent. Okay, now we're going to go into the story about evidence, and this is where it gets bad. Ms. Vermeulen's got it correct so far, but here's where it gets bad. The applicant must also present evidence of persecution during an interview with the asylum officer, and the applicant can apply for permanent residency after 1 year. Well, you have to do it within 1 year, not after 1 year. Okay, so white South Africans, who can apply? White South Africans of Afrikaner descent. Traditionally, Afrikaners are white South Africans descended from Dutch, German, and French settlers. Applicants must typically demonstrate Afrikaans as a primary language and provide evidence of cultural affiliation with the Afrikaner community. White South African farmers. Priority is given to white South African farmers directly affected by land expropriation, immediate family members. Okay, that's just all bogus nonsense. That's fiction, folks, pure fiction. First off, there's no mention of white people here whatsoever. None. So the key crux of this, and this is where the propaganda in South Africa and those misleading you are taking this. Again, it doesn't matter what the Independent Online says. It doesn't matter what the SABC says. It doesn't matter what Julius Malema says. It doesn't matter what AfriForum says. It does not matter one bit. What matters is what the Department of State determines an Afrikaner to be under this program. All right? It's all that matters. So, yes, it's likely it can be limited to white South Africans who speak Afrikaans. Very much a true statement. That's true. But we don't know that. And without giving the context, you were misleading people. Because what people walk away from this is, only white Afrikaners can go. We don't know that. The embassy itself, 3 days after President Trump's executive order, issued their only statement online that said ethnic minorities, which is what I predicted would likely be the case. Now, I could be wrong about that because I'm not running the U.S. government, but I said that would be more just. So to claim it's white South Africans and only white South Africans are Afrikaners is bogus. Many groups consider themselves to be Afrikaners because their cultural affiliation, their history, their intermixing, their language, and their religion. So this is just wrong. This is an assumption. And you know what happens with assumptions? You make an ass out of you and me. All right? white South African farmers. Priority is given to white South African farmers. Nope, 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 nope. That is fake news. Fraudulent, misleading lies. Absolutely news. There is no priority given to farmers. No priority. Where do you see priority? That's a lie. The only thing we have to go on thus far is the president's executive order from the 7th of February. That's the only thing. Nothing else is legally applicable here. And there is no mention of farmer, not one word of farmer. There's no mention of white in here. White doesn't appear in this executive order. Farmer doesn't appear in this executive order. The people who would be eligible for the program are Afrikaners in South Africa who are victims of unjust racial discrimination. And as it said in the purpose, that could be employment, education, business, or victims of hateful rhetoric and government actions fueling disproportionate violence. No farmers. Now, where they're getting that from is I don't know if this is the Independent Line, if it's Seyon Rao, if it's Miss Vermeulen. I doubt it's Miss Vermeulen because she seems to know what she's talking about. But this is a tweet, or more accurately, a truth on Truth Social. This means jack fuck all. This means nothing, ladies and gentlemen. Has Trump followed this up with an executive order? No. Why is it so hard for South Africans to understand that Trump was trolling the ANC? Now, he might come out with an executive order from this, but that's not guidance to the government. There's no direction to the State Department here. There's no legally binding anything in here. This is BS. This is trolling. Why in the world? Why in the world? Unbelievable. So they say here that white South African farmers are given priority. There's no priority. Priority is given to Afrikaners in South Africa. Prioritize humanitarian relief and emissions and resettlement through the U.S. Refugee Resettlement Program for Afrikaners, whatever that will be. Not for farmers. This is a lie. Priority is given to white South African farmers directly affected by land expropriation policy. Evidence such as land ownership deeds, eviction notices, government correspondence regarding expropriation, proof of farming as a livelihood will strengthen applications. Well, that part is true. That part is true. If you've had your land stolen from you and you have any of those things to show that it's happened, well, then that makes your case stronger. But farmers aren't specifically called out in this order. All right. Immediate family members. Yes, immediate families. Who cannot apply? Okay, this is hilarious. Who cannot apply? Who cannot apply? Non-white South Africans. Does it say only white folks? No brown folks welcome at the end. Does it say that? It does not say that. Where do you get this stuff from, IOL? You're making assumptions. And you may very well be correct, but you need to tell your reader this is an analysis and assumption on your part. Because historically, Afrikaners are largely, by most people, considered to be white Afrikaans speaking people who are then you can say that. But you're not saying that. You're making a blanket statement based on nothing but your bullshit opinion. Wow. Wow. The executive order specifically prioritizes Afrikaners as victims of race-based discrimination. True statement. Under the traditional definition, this excludes black, colored, and Indian South Africans, even if they speak Afrikaans. Well, that's your definition, IOL. That's not my definition of Afrikaner. That's why Boers are always, no, we're not Afrikaners, we're Boers. We're Boers, we're not Afrikaners. Afrikaners is a much larger umbrella term. And as someone just mentioned, translating from Afrikaans to English means Africans. Urban dwelling Afrikaners without farming ties. While urban Afrikaners may face societal discrimination, the executive order focuses on those whose land or livelihood is directly affected by expropriation policies. Applicants without ties to agriculture may face greater scrutiny and will need to provide other evidence of targeted persecution. Greater scrutiny? Really? Dismantling equal opportunity in employment? That could be anybody, not farmers. Education? Could be anybody. And business? Where do they get that it's focused on farmers? And it doesn't even say farmers, it says landowners. Lodges are landowners, they're not farmers. Businesses are landowners, they're not farmers. This is the problem with mentally defective analysis from people who can't get beyond 10th grade or standard 2. They're just not really there. South Africans with permanent residency elsewhere. The principle of firm resettlement excludes individuals who have already obtained permanent residence in another country. Exactly. Now, that's true. That's correct. That's true. And I've covered that. And that's right there in the law. You are not firmly resettled in another country. If you're not firmly resettled, then you can come. Yeah, but no. Wow. Vermeulen recommends that those wanting to seek asylum should seek legal representation. Well, this is not about asylum. It's about refugee status. Why does that word keep creeping in here from this propaganda? This is not asylum. All right. Okay. I know that South African media are watching this right now. All right. So I don't know which one of you are watching it, but I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you right quickly. I'm going to speak very slowly and very calmly. Asylum and refugee status are not the same thing legally in the U.S. justice system. Being an asylum seeker is a completely different legal category than a refugee. For instance, asylum seekers can only apply for asylum inside the United States. If you're here legally, if you're here illegally, your claim is invalid. Over 95% of all asylum cases are rejected. 100% of people who qualify for refugee status come to America once they've been approved. 100%. So you go from 5% to 100%. So that's a key difference between asylum. Asylum seekers are prohibited by law from working. Otherwise, they're just economic migrants or who come to the country seeking employment. They're economic immigrants. Therefore, they're not allowed to work. Now, we know that the Biden regime illegally allowed criminal alien invaders who came in this country and falsely claimed asylum to work, which is against federal law, and he did it. Should have been impeached for it. Should have been impeached for it. But you cannot normally work as an asylum seeker. However, we expect refugees to get off their ass and work and contribute to society. We're generous in letting you come here, and we're generous in spending $3 billion a year for your resettlement and giving you handouts, but we expect you to work if you're capable. If you're not, that's a different story. Refugee status and asylum are not the same fucking thing. Good God. Good God. Stop saying asylum. It is not asylum. These people are stupid, thick, dumb as a box of rocks. Dumb as a box of rocks. But they're not. They're not. It's all propaganda, folks. It's done intentionally to mislead you. It's done to confuse the situation. Only white people can go. Only farmers can go. Only people with 8-inch penises can go. What? Where did that come from? Oh, I don't know. Somebody said that somewhere. Inked, what did Ink do? Ink gave a 140 Rand super chat. The COJ has implemented a new bylaw requiring registration, municipal approval for CCTVs, and a view of public spaces. Penalties, I assume by COJ you mean the city of Johannesburg? Yes, we're aware of that. That's old news, but thank you, Ink, for the 140 Rand super chat. Do appreciate that. That is awesome of you to send that. Why is this not doing anything? Why can't I see my... There we go. Okay, all right, so... Wow. It's intentional. It's intentional. So that is fake news. Now, speaking of other fake news, people have been sending me this. I'm going to do parts of it and skip it around. This young lady did a TikTok, and she's talking about attending a conference. You should hear the behavior of people here. It's unbelievable. I'm only going to play little pieces of it.
I just attended a dialogue about expropriation as a tool for land justice here at the University of the Western Cape in Cape Town.
She sounds very excited about it, doesn't she? I've just attended this incredible conference at the University of Cape Town. Land justice.
So members of these organizations were present. Development and Land Reform Minister Mzwanele Nyonso came to speak with people.
Nyonsa. Well, I'm not going to play all he has to say, but he talks about land. We are taking the land back. It's been stolen. Dude. Here, race hustling gets old. We're going to end it there. I'm not going to continue with that. So let me get to the poll and let me get to the chat, okay? How's the poll doing? Okay, poll is 62% saying don't shave the beard. Ulandi Janssen just gave 100 Rand super chat. Thank you for that. Is my alert box is turned off? There we go. Thank you, Ulandi. Appreciate that. All right, so yeah, folks, I don't know what to tell you. There's all kinds of crap going on here. That's utter nonsense. Oh, that's top chat. I want all chat, not top chat. Live chat. There we go. All right. We'll go back. Only goes back to that one. Okay, so. You're starting to sound like a stuck record, Colonel. I'm so sorry to have put you up. I'm a stuck record? What are you talking about, China? What do you mean? What is ASMR? They're trying to mislead you on purpose. Yep. It's like teaching 5-year-olds. Repeat 10,000 times. Good on you, Colonel. Yeah, tell them. There, South Africa saying assumption is the mother of all fuck-ups. Excuse the... What's with my chat? Oh, my goodness. This thing is, there we go. It was stuck. Now I got it. Okay, man. All right. Not good to use a guy's name like that. What are you talking about? Saying good God? Oh, stop. Stop. That's nothing wrong with saying good God, good Lord. It's not taking the Lord's name in vain. Please don't bring this religious zealotry here. There's nothing inappropriate about that. That's your view. It's your view. Saying G damn it, that's different. That's different. Karen Thompson, Ludwig Hoyer, there goes the quiet voice. Yep, the only thing that matters here is the refugee is what the U.S. says. Correct. Earl Musk and the 9-inch line. Going to America. Okay, we're all going to get master classes. Yes, let us see how. What's white? What? Looks white out. What? I have no idea what Marie Hibbert is saying. Sorry. Hey, how's it going there? Dirk. Tim Forster, comparing them to box of rocks is insulting to the rocks. Yes. Yes, folks. Box of rocks. That's what it is. Okay, so. Where is that damn thing? Oh, that's not here. Disappeared. I had a box of rocks picture I was going to pull up. Why do you want to go back? The country will be in ruins. Who wants to go back where? All the more reason. The only two things infinite, the universe and human stupidity. Yes, Albert Einstein. Yeah, asylum, exactly. Colonel, why do you even cover this still? Apart from executive order, there's nothing. Why do I cover it, low IQ? Because one of my missions here is to eviscerate fake news, propaganda, disinformation, and misinformation coming from the Centers for Disease Control, the National Institutes for Health, the Biden regime, the Trump administration, Berlin, Paris, London, Pretoria, Jakarta, Canberra. Yeah, when people mislead people, someone has to stand up for that. That's why I'm reporting on it, low IQ. This story ran in the ILO. I didn't even see it. One of the viewers sent to me and said, hey, Colonel, did you see the story? Just before I went live. So I changed my entire news broadcast where I spent 3 hours prepping for the news this morning, and I pushed all that to the right to focus on that story because it's all bullshit. So should we allow people to just run around and say things? Utter nonsense. And by the way, it's not the only thing I'm covering, low IQ. Are you watching the news program? We cover all kinds of stories here. I was looking for some properties for rent, $1,200 for 1 bedroom. Oh, that's a lot to me, but yes. Tenders work on 80-20 system, 80 price, 20 for BE. Yep. This chat is busy tonight. Yeah, can't read fast enough, says Estelle Slaver. Yeah, chat rate's at 28. You guys are burning up the chat. Yep. You ain't wrong if that's what they say on Wikipedia. I cannot jump down and change their concept. Don't think a lot of people know this, or maybe just me. What's that, Inked? Nikki says, brilliant. They're just trying to rile you. Dumb and dumber. Mark Carney needs to show enough strength to Trump at the same time to negotiate with him. I don't think Carney's going to do well. Shave the beard, says Leslie Ann Moon. Late. I had a busy, stressful day, so I had to listen to one of my favorite singers, Dan Vasic, okay, from Brazil. Don't know him. Steve Wanapool, Tomahawk is here. Afrikaners are white according to South African definition, and we know better than American. IOL would too. Trump, knowing him, also thinks so. All right, Sloat. I so hope that they switch to ethnic minorities, and you all who think that looks so foolish. I really do. I won't look foolish because I've said we don't know. I've never claimed it's both or either. I've said to make the claim is false. So I really hope that I'm right so I can rub it, be like a puppy rubbing a puppy's nose where it pisses on your carpet. Come here! Don't piss on the carpet anymore. Best tweet I've seen so far. 60% don't know the... Okay. Andre Kotsia, these people are simply doing this to throw people off track. People should educate themselves. Exactly. Yep. Also, another reason is to clog up the U.S. system. You know, the more people that suddenly apply put a refugee application in, that's more time that's wasted by the State Department and Customs and Immigration's processing those things. Yep. But where are we at here? So, Andre, okay, I already saw that. She's doing a video on the naturalization test. I've talked about it. I'm not sure I'm going to do it. Hey, Debbie, how's it going? Yeah, until something happens, sheep. Okay. Colonel, if you become ambassador, will you still have time to broadcast and chat? I'm never going to become ambassador. They're not ever going to accept me as ambassador. I'm too outspoken, too vocal, and too honest. That's simply not going to work for the government. And I've done that because I can. I'm retired. Obviously, I wasn't this outspoken and vocal and calling out politicians when I served in uniform because it was inappropriate. But I now have free speech again. Well, mostly free speech, not on YouTube. It's not entirely free. But yeah, if I were to become ambassador to South Africa, as long as the president didn't get the kibosh on it, then I would continue to do. I would do weekly chats with people at a minimum. I don't know. I don't know if I could do it every day, but there's certainly be a weekly chat. And certainly in the beginning, there'd be a lot. Thank you for the super chat there, Jurgens. I missed a few super chats, and you've reminded me of that with a super chat. I'll get back to them. The chat has been very busy, so I'll get to them. So hang in there. Starting to sound like a Boer's son every day. That's why the NC does to you. So I would still do something. I mean, at a minimum, like be every Friday, there'd be the Friday conversation or something like that. Yeah, because Friday is a slow day usually for diplomats. The embassies typically close around noon, most embassies. And there usually is a social event somewhere in the diplomatic community, especially in Pretoria where there's 78 diplomatic missions. But yeah, there would be something. But I would do a Friday conversation at minimum, and I do shorts here and there. And I would use the U.S. public diplomacy so I didn't get in trouble, and we put a lot of stuff after the embassy. The embassy, in my view, doesn't do nearly enough work in strategic communications and public diplomacy, getting the word out about what the American embassy is doing, reminding people that we're spending hundreds of millions of dollars on HIV. People don't even know that. Until Trump suspended, people had no idea the Americans were even doing that for the most part. Okay, Kurtz Verhoeven. Now, pretty pictures for the camera. Colonel, don't get upset. Afrikaners don't speak English, so where that confusion comes in. No, it's propaganda misleading people. Do not shave your beard, says Darty. You need to draw the media picture. I think maybe they will learn to understand. Okay. So here we go. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Asylum, refugee. Yeah, okay. Oops. Maybe I shouldn't have drawn that. Oh my goodness. Okay. Should we only have a passport ready? Madeline, what are you talking about, Madeline Olaf here? Only have a passport ready. What? To be a refugee? Whatever documentation you can gather when you get interviewed, you should probably have. Russell will be replaced soon. There you go, Colonel. Take the ambassador job. That's the South African ambassador job. Hang on a second here. Let me get to the fan funding because someone says I missed some super chats. All right. Okay. Derek Bain, we give 140 Rand. I didn't see that. Thank you for that. Jurgens, good evening. Thank you for your consistency and being someone we can rely on at this point, your family. Well, thank you, Jurgens. 35 Rand. Inked, I did get the one for 140 from Inked. JC, both can refugees go back to the land of origin for things like family funerals? It's rare, JC. It's rare. Not impossible, but rare. I mean, you have to understand, if you're given status, now, of course, South Africa is a different situation. You're not in Sudan, you're not in Somalia, you're not in Myanmar fleeing as a refugee to a foreign country. You've been given in-country status. I don't know how often it happens, but it is possible, but you have to get clearance and approval. But the norm would be that, no, you can't return to South Africa while you're a refugee. But people who come here and apply for citizenship after the 5-year period and become citizens, you have a U.S. passport. You can go anywhere in the world. It doesn't matter if you're from South Africa. Now you can go because you're an American citizen and you have American protections. And so if you're abused by South African authorities, you can go to an American consulate or embassy. There's another super chat from Tomahawk. So, JC, that's the answer to that one. Ulandi, the 99 Rand, I saw that super sticker. Thank you. Jurgens, you missed a few super chats. Okay, I got to them. Is it safe that we have people commenting under the real names in this chat? Well, Tomahawk, most people here are not commenting under the real names. I mean, people, so you see a guy whose name says Herman Volka, that's probably not even his name. Don't assume that names used here are actually people's real names. I have a number of people here who use African names, and I know they're not African. I know they're not Zulu, Xhosa, or Tswana, but they use those names. So is it safe? Well, anything, why would it be unsafe? Unless you fear your government coming after you. Well, I can't answer that. 62% want the beard to stay. All right. So now I'm caught up. What are you going to do if a few black and colored Afrikaans in the queue? What am I going to do? I'm going to, slow. So you're asking slow. Okay. Okay. And that says you can only apply if you're this. Anybody can apply. Anybody can apply for anything. Remember Lethal Weapon? Danny Glover and Joe Pesci. Hey, my friend wants to move to South Africa. Oh, your friend wants to move to South Africa. Well, please tell your friend to come in here to the consulate in Los Angeles. Here's my friend. Yeah, I want to move to South Africa. I want to go there. I want to stop apartheid. But you can't come to South Africa. Why not? I want to come to South Africa and stop apartheid. But you're black. But he can apply. but you're black. Unemployed for a year now. They just want to come to the USA to work for a living. Who's that? Snivels, 70 Rand says, if one had dual citizenship with the UK, South Africa, one refugee still applies. Well, again, I'm not sure how the immigration authorities will look at that. Dual citizenship is not legally recognized by the United States. I would not lie to an immigration official if you have what you claim to be dual citizenship in another country. A lot of Americans claim that they've got that, but not legally, but they claim they've got it. And they do carry a passport from another state, but that's bogus, but whatever. If you're a South African, living in South Africa, and you're oppressed, and you fall in this group, then apply for it. And when you're asked by an immigration authority if you have a passport from another country, you tell them. Yeah. So there you go. Beyond that, we can't answer it. Ananda Baker's here. Welcome, Ananda. Dear Colonel, have you ever met John Trinity in the war? No, I don't know who John Trinity is, Rachel. Sorry, I've never met him. Yeah, I mean, I said, good Lord. Good Lord is not a slight to God. Please, people, stop with that nonsense. I mean, I feel bad for you repeating this stuff all the time. Well, Chana, yeah, I get it. But look at all the people who keep coming in that are new. Presumably they're not trolls and asking the same questions because they've been misled. So, look, I don't mind doing it from the standpoint that somebody needs to tell the truth, you know. South African Prepper says, Africans should look inwards for a better life. If you leave, you become America with all respect. Okay, well, that's advice, South African Prepper. But please, what do I tell the Brown family? What do I tell Edward Neumeister's daughter? What do I tell Brendan Horner's family? What do I tell Sifatso Poule's loved ones? What do I tell them? What do we tell Jocelyn Smith? Look inward with evil people about and no deterrent to crime whatsoever, and people being targeted because of their appearance? What do I tell the albinos who are being poisoned with ethyl glycol, antifreeze, and chopped into pieces for muti for traditional medicine to the elite caters in Joburg? What do we tell them? We can't tell Brendan Horner anything. We can't tell the Brown family anything. We can't tell Edward Neumeister anything. They're no longer with us. Nor are the hundreds of thousands of murdered South Africans or the thousands of farmers and their family members, tortured, raped, murdered. What do I tell the thousands of people with qualifications that can't work while unqualified people are given the jobs and the country collapses as a consequence? What do I tell them? To look inward? What, for inner peace? For salvation? The power of prayer? I'm not denying that. I'm just asking the advice that you're giving to look inward. What does that mean? What does it mean when it's unsafe for a woman to go on the highway if her car breaks down? She'll be gang raped and possibly even murdered, infected with HIV, impregnated. What do you tell someone that survives that trauma? Or tell the family of those who don't survive that trauma in a lawless country? People keep acting as if this is just confined to a small group of people. Only certain people are victims of this. No, it's quite widespread, folks. Spur of the moment, let's do the chat. Huh? What, do you want to call in now? Do you want to call in now, Ananda? Is that what you're saying? Which election are you prepping for? Every year we have an election in America. The primaries, which is when parties select their candidates, and sometimes issues are put on the ballot, occur in the spring, which is Northern Hemisphere spring, fall for Southern Hemisphere. And then the general election is in the wintertime in November. So on May 20th, we have an election here. This is one reason why whether I can come to South Africa or can't come to South Africa is all confined. I've got consulting, I've got judge responsibilities, I've got a lot of responsibilities. Plus our big Memorial Day parade takes place in May. I have to be here for that, to participate in that. Last year I was able to avoid it just because of the timing. I had to go to South Africa. I had to go to South Africa for the election, so I missed it. But yeah, so it's the primary election, which takes place on May 20th. The preparation isn't preparation for the election. The preparation was me putting my nomination packet in to be a candidate to be on the ballot. So I'll be on the ballot again. Yep. Blood moon is before. So I didn't see the blood moon last night. I forgot about it and went to bed. Free land seekers, we are holding ancestral lands you can claim. Please come to Cameroon. Feel at home. Helena Funsale, welcome to you. Proud Neanderthal. Joe Cruiser, Gus, Earl. Nina, Colonel Joe Rogan invited you yet? No. Why, Joe Rogan? I haven't heard from Joe Rogan. I don't think I'll ever hear from Joe Rogan. But please keep telling him if you want. Mr. Jardin, remember all South Africans here for the States, here to work. People forget we are human and not AI robots yet. Well, some people are AI. Member of Parliament's AI. I'll get to that story here in a little bit. May have missed my super chat, JC. I just read your super chat. Did you do a second one, JC? I read your super chat. Are you not paying attention? I read your super chat. Did you do a second one? I answered that question 5 minutes ago. Are you not live, JC? I answered your question. And quite a lengthy answer, actually. Quite a lengthy answer. I'm not sure what you're talking about. I didn't answer your question. You're not watching the live. Folks, if you tune into the program and you tune in late or you fall behind because your data is slow, look down there, the little radio at the bottom left-hand side. If it's not lit up, if it's grayed out, that means you're not live. You're not hearing me as we broadcast. You're falling behind. That's why the chat gets disrupted sometimes, especially when there's a lot of chat. And the chat rate's 29 right now, so that could explain what's going on. But I answered your question, JC. I said that it's unusual. Not impossible, but unusual. Normally you can't come back. You fled, but this is in-country refugee status, so it's different. So in South Africa's case, it might be a little different. But don't expect that if you go, you're going to be coming back. You sent me a WhatsApp. Okay, Ananda. Okay. Okay. All right. So let me just do that real quick. Let me just do an informal sensing here. Would folks like me to interrupt the news? We haven't got to the news to take a call. Would you like me to take a call? Ananda would like to call in to talk about this from her perspective. Okay. All right. Thank you to offer all your time. You're very welcome. Well, it's not just for Afrikaners, it's for everybody, Marie. We push through. All good. Sorry. Slow down, please. What? You can slow the chat down to top chat if you want. Helen Bothma answered the question 1,000 times about passports and visas. Guys, I'm not going to keep answering the same question today. Take the call. No. Take the call. No. Okay, I will take the call most likely. Let's see what you guys can say. But okay, I'm going to put this up here for people before I take the call because otherwise I'm not going to get to it. Where is my refugee links? Okay, so folks, I have put together so many videos and put so much time and energy into this, hundreds of hours to give you the information, and people still come here and ask the same question repeatedly, presumably if they've not been here before. The live chat, it's okay to ask it, but not normally in a news program. Normally this is news, but it is Friday, so we're taking a little bit different approach today. All right, so Ananda says, yes, take the call. All right, let me do this. Okay, so I've got to turn my camera off and start a Zoom session. Hang on. Give me a second here, because new meeting. Okay. All right, start. Okay. Cannot start video. Yes, I know, because my camera is stealing the video. So give me a second here, folks. I got to get the... Where are the digits for this thing? Oh, come on. YouTube, they keep changing this. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, got it. That should do the trick. Okay. Where's she at? Paste. Okay. There we go. Well, that's not quite the same, but that'll work, I guess. They keep this. The Zoom keeps changing everything. Very annoying. Okay, so turn that off and turn that on. Okay. Now I can turn my camera on. There we go. All right. Let me get an earpiece. Okay, so it's there when she calls in on Zoom. Okay. Arctic, are you interviewing for Bikini Girl? No, don't think so. Okay. Okay, say yes to the dress. What is this? Okay, all the videos are informative, appreciative. So please check out those videos. All right. Well, I've sent the link. She's read it, so hopefully she'll come up. Okay. All right. Anyway, so back to the chat here while I wait for her to come up. Okay. Hopefully it'll tell me she's come up. All right. There we go. Okay. So 678 people here. A lot of people left. And my tab just crashed. Okay. Here she comes in. All right. I'm going to hit record on this so that I've got the recording of this portion. Record on this computer.
Recording in progress.
All right. There she goes. Okay. I was going to say she started coming up and then she didn't. Okay. I see you're logging on, but it's on silent. You're on mute, and there's no camera. So, probably a chance to go on Lex Friedman before Rogan. I don't know who Lex Friedman is. Okay. There she is.
Okay, let me just.
Okay, so 678 people here. A lot of people left. And my tab is scratched. Okay, here she comes in. I'm going to hit record on this so that I've got the recording of this station.
Let me just recording in progress.
All right. Your phone is locked in its position.
I know.
Okay.
I'm upside down.
I see you're logging on, but it's on silent or mute.
It's such a struggle.
You've also are playing the sound over the computer, which isn't going to work because we're getting an echo. You're behind, so you have to put the computer.
I'm just putting it off.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you fine.
Oh, I'm okay. I see. Perfect. Can you see me?
I can see you. All right. So this is
now it's locked.
It's fine.
Why is the TV?
Because your phone is locked in an aspect ratio. You have to go on your phone and change the aspect ratio and release it. Phone's locked so that they don't twist the image. So, but don't worry about it. We'll just go with that. That's fine for now. Okay.
Okay.
But can you come a little closer to the camera because your picture's like 5 times the size of you. Okay, there we go. All right. So this is
a bit. Sorry. No, yeah. See, it's a difficult thing.
This is why I don't usually. This is why I don't usually do this.
It's a mission. I know, but it's like spur of the moment.
All right. So, folks, this is Ananda Baker. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. So a few days back, someone in the chat said you had asked to come on the channel, and I contacted you. You said, no, I didn't really say that. And I said, yeah, I watched the video in which they claim you asked to come on the channel. It didn't really say that. You'd said that you were willing to spread the word about what you're doing. And then we chatted, and you said, yes, you come on. But then you said, no, not right now, maybe later on. Anyway, and now you've contacted me on a live and said, can I come on? So now you're on. Okay. What would you like to talk about?
I'm on. I'm sorry, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Can you hear me though?
Yeah, I can hear you, yeah.
Is the sound fine?
I can hear you.
Okay, cool. No, it's a bit crazy 3 weeks or 4 weeks. I think I was in one of your WhatsApp groups and you could feel the kind of vibe of the people and they're getting kind of annoyed and not because of you, but I think the situation let me frustrated and you can understand people are going.
Ananda, hold on. Let me correct something very quickly there. It's not one of my WhatsApp groups. There's no WhatsApp group that I'm associated with where anybody's chatting other than me. So it may be a group that someone's put together and mentioned me, but I've seen the group you're talking about. I'm not part of that. So that people can get annoyed, but it has nothing to do with me. My group, only I put information in my monitors.
No. That was not. Yes, the intention was not. I think it's the annoyance of the absolute frustration. It's not you. It's not the group. It's the situation. And so we decided to actually create some videos of people explaining what's happening to them and stuff, because I think people felt like we don't exist, or you can't see us. So we, on my YouTube channel, it's for free and everything. So I said people can make videos. And in that time, I was on a X Spaces. And because of the Spaces, I got contacted by Amerikaners.com. That's got a website already. And they were trying to kind of create a memorandum for people to sign. So we were like in that mix. So it's a bunch of women, and I think that's what happened yesterday. Initially, I was like, yes, let's do it. Let's have the chat. And then the problem did come about, we're a bunch of women all together and we can't make a decision. And I think spur of the moment now, because yes, the memorandum is great. I'm all for it. It's already in America. It flew over on Tuesday, but basically, that's why we wanted to chat with you guys.
Okay, so I get that you guys put together a memorandum and you sent it to the States to someone, and you're hoping to, I guess, let Trump and the Trump administration know that what's coming out of the Agri-SA, the DA, the South African government is not a reflection of at least a fair number of people in South Africa.
Yes, basically, because I think everybody also on the groups, we understood that we work quite a lot. And I mean, you only see us on chats or on Facebook or on X where people are expressing, but that's the only place that we are actually visible in South Africa. And I was just thinking, Lucina, let's just put it out there. And luckily it was like a sequence of events that a bunch of us got together, and amazing that Andrea was like in America. She's got a chat now at the moment, but just give me 1 minute. I've got a dog that needs...
All right, while you deal with the dog,
yes.
Folks, the reason that I entertain Ananda coming in here, there's been a proliferation... Let me put her on mute there. There's been a proliferation of websites and groups, and also a ton of propaganda from the government trashing the refugee concept and offer. And there's been a number of groups that have risen up trying to get the opinion across. There's been lots of things reported. That's why we're still talking about this story. There's been no refugee program announced, but a lot of people out there have expressed interest. Even just anecdotally, the number of people who flooded to my channel, and we're talking in the thousands, tens of thousands, just come to this channel and ask the questions over and over again, different people all the time. So because of this proliferation of other groups, that's why we've, I don't know if she's ready there, okay. But yeah, so that's why we're entertaining this. So if she finishes dealing with the dog, we get her back here. So Ananda, are you back? There she is. Oh, she's got her dog on her lap now.
Be on it. Okay, naughty girl.
Naughty girl.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. So what did you want to talk about specifically today? Because you asked to call in.
I think specifically today that with my YouTube channel, it's not a channel, it's not like, but people can actually write letters and I will read it out, because I feel like a lot of people.
It looks like her data's frozen there.
Fear. So this is one thing I found in South Africa since I was very young. I think 1994, I was about 13, 14, and I was speaking to a client about it today that, when you like had gravel roads in front of the house and you were still picking out like little rocks out of your hurting yourself with a bike or stuff. And when you look up, with the sudden change, the amount of fear that was happening around us. And in that process, being South African, there's also the stigma and just be quiet, just silent down, just don't stir it, don't create eruption, just kind of continuously. And I think it feels like very much this time around that's been triggered again. And I thought that was very curious, because people are like, yes, we want to be seen, but just don't make a stir. And I don't want to be political about it, because I think we all can get political at this point. We're all very good on social medias and X about expressing our opinions. I myself am, but it's not like attacking or telling people what they've done was wrong or not wrong. All of us were probably very frustrated with AfriForum and Solidariteit. The only thing is, I understand why they did that. I've got family that would be staying, and yeah, it's quite a difficult. I don't know. It's difficult to gauge your own emotions through this, and I think that's why we try to kind of be a bit more proactive and create a space where people can actually go and feel like they're actually doing something instead of just waiting and waiting. It's been weeks, so we all get all frustrated with each other, and then the groups kind of blow up, and yeah, it's pretty chaotic here.
Okay, so that's what you guys, you're on. That's what you guys are looking to do. You're just making a space where people can share, because they're just waiting, and rather than sitting around doing nothing, at least gives them a place to express their concerns and their interest.
Yeah. Also, your experiences. I mean, you were saying earlier, I had a situation where I had to fight off. I was punched in the face, and my car broke down, and I was punched in the face, and I think the guy picked the wrong woman that day. This is not, we're South African, so I mean, but he really picked the wrong woman that day. So I hit him. He was stumbling backwards, and I actually attacked their car with my hands, like screaming. And these kind of experiences that you don't go to the police. I mean, I've had twice situations where you just don't go to the police. And what I've experienced now is with people are writing me letters because they don't want to put their face on it because they are scared. I want to actually compile all the letters because I think it could be something in this point of history. It does feel like a groot trek, and it does feel like a bunch of us will be leaving, but I think it would be such a poignant space to actually create a book out of all these experiences that people went through. And handwritten by them. I will obviously now do it on the camera for them to get the word out. But I think people feel so frustrated because nobody's hearing us, and also nobody's speaking directly to us. We've not had any politician mention that we exist or that we are there. Majority of us are leaving for certain things, like I'm not a racist. I don't have like left or right tendencies. I lived in London for 5 years after 2000, and my surname, my maiden name is the Jager, and I married a British guy. But so what I wanted to say about that is that when I came back to South Africa after I experienced London, it was a very big shock when I went to London, because I think that I understood propaganda a bit better. I was very angry when I came back, also because I feel like so many people acted against their own soul, and that's maybe where all these extreme angers are coming from, and fear. And, I was 14, 13, and the people were very afraid, and I can sense that now, and people are very quiet about it. I don't know if you might know better what powers that be were involved in those times, that they can indoctrinate a nation into doing things that normally you would not do to any human, either way. And so a lot of the people, I think, that want to leave don't want this monkey on our back anymore of politics, extreme politics. This is not just normal politics. It's pretty extreme. I mean, the racism just in Parliament alone, it's very extreme. And since Trump spoke, I had to kind of really understand and make my own, what do you call it, decisive decisions about certain things, because there was a lot of things put out there. So I did a lot of research, and only 2 people reacted immediately after Trump, after Ramaphosa signed that land reform. and it was the Zulu King, Messi Zulu Zwelithini, and Trump. And when I looked into that, I understood that the majority of the land reform and what's happening now doesn't really much have to do with the Boer. I think that Trump might be seeing something from the outside. It's very difficult when you're stuck in here to really get a bigger picture of the lay of the land and what's really happening. And we might just be collateral damage, and this is hypothetical, but extreme. We might just be collateral damage in that the process of, I think, what might be coming. Yeah. And well, it's not fear-mongering. It's not for us. It's not attacking us. It's just, yeah. The Zulus are rising up.
You are stepping into a space that's neglected. That's one that I've also neglected too. And I've done it intentionally because I didn't want to do fear mongering or panicking, because a lot of people relate their personal experiences, and people interpret that incorrectly. So you've entered a space in which no one's you've entered a space in which no one is addressing and talking to the people who are interested in coming. Now, we do that on my program, the chat, but I haven't interviewed people intentionally so far. If I were on the ground in South Africa, I might be doing that, but not from here. So there's no one in the press in South Africa who is going to anyone interested. All you're hearing are those who are saying you can't go. Only these people can go. Only farmers, only white people, and no one would go. And why would you go? You're treasonous if you go, and you're going to live in tents, and you're going to eat dogs and cats. I mean, that's the only thing people are seeing in South Africa. So what you and your folks are doing is you're creating a space where those who are interested in leaving can discuss why they want to leave, so people can hear their side of the story, correct?
Yes. And also just kind of being heard, because, I mean, we're invisible. We're literally invisible. We've been invisible for 30 years. And I spoke on the group once. Somebody got very angry with me because it's constantly hushing you. And I feel like that's not maybe just the group. I think it's systematic of what South Africa is, a certain age and you. But I've got to, I'm 44 now, and Tannie, jy gaan nie vir my sê ek moet stil bly nie, because, I mean, the silence for 30 years has caused a lot of the shit. And I think people don't really understand it. My parents stay in a gated community in Midstream, and when I spoke to them about it, my mom's just like, oh, no, but my life is fabulous. And I'm like, how is it possible? How is it possible that you are living inside the Mexican border with all these walls and all these, what do you call that wire that's like barbed wire? I mean, it's crazy the way
concertina wire.
Yes, it's crazy. I mean, I live in London, and I mean, in the middle of London, there's not half of the amount of security we need. Not even like a fraction. It's not normal to be caged in like this. And there's certain trigger words, I feel. It's like saying stuff like that. I think that's maybe one of the things that got people really rallied up with AfriForum, and maybe I don't want to really attack. It's not an attack, but it's a word that I've never experienced my blood feeling electrified. And then I understood that there is such a thing as a history in a bloodline that actually kind of, you know, and the word, I have to remember it now. It's moving people in a concentrated manner. And I think when I heard that word, it scared the shit out of me.
I think the word you're searching for is herding.
Not the herding, it's the concentrated manner.
Well, it sounds like you're herding people, like pushing lemmings to one direction.
Yes. Well, you know, the concentration camps and stuff like that, trying to move a bunch of people in a concentrated manner. And then also, that freaked me out. That really, really, really freaked me out, because I was never a stoere boer, and I come from the platteland and it's Afrikaans, but I've never been like, you know, and after that, I think I was pretty hooked, and I understood my own blood a bit better, because that history is there and it's pretty palpable at the moment. I've never seen so many people speak Afrikaans. Even in Pretoria, where I stay, I mean, if you go to the Spar or anything like that, we all greet in English. And I think the day after Trump said this, everybody's like, goeiemorgen, goeiemorgen. And I was just sitting there going, what's happening? Why are you very proud of being Afrikaans? Very, very proud. And we should be. We should be. It's not the greatest language to sing in. But yeah, this is definitely, it's a very, I feel it's historic. I think what's going to be happening maybe for South Africa is pretty historic. And on all forms, I was speaking like with Rob Hershoff. I've not spoken to him. I wouldn't mind, but he's very, very, very financial. But I was saying that maybe if the Afrikaner or the Boer got a king, maybe there's some laws that will protect the culture, and maybe we can actually get a bit further than we thought we might. But
well, contrary to Ramon Kabanek, I don't agree with monarchy or Jeremy Nell, so I don't think that's an option. But there are two questions for you here that are of interest to the audience. Number one, where can people find your YouTube channel so they can learn these things? That's the first one. The second question is, are you part of the Amerikaners website? Is that your website, or because that's out there? So can you answer those two questions for us?
Okay, let's start with Amerikaners, and then I'm going to have to, like, maybe I'll send you the link for the YouTube channel, because it's just like, I think it's inconspicuous. It's Ananda Baker 6556 or 5.
Yeah, just
like
send me the link once you finish, and I'll post it.
Okay, with the Amerikaners, I think Sam contacted me, and I thought, great. I mean, the website's stunning. It looks good. It looks professional, but and the memorandum, they were like moving with it, because on Saturday it dropped. And then Vellani, also from one of the chats, when I said send videos, she sent a whopping video. I mean, you should just, I think it's 35,000. I actually had to write it down. 31K for Vellani in Armand, her husband's video on YouTube. It's crazy, because they were explaining levels of violence and what they had to live through, and actually kind of begging Trump to actually see this video or just hear us. And that was so shocking when I saw that. I thought, it's not that we want to create a shock value. Not all videos or even the letters I'll be reading will be extreme. But I just think that it doesn't get documented because we just don't go to the police. So it's extreme violence, and then you just don't go to the police. I've had a dislocated arm, and I'm just too scared for the police. The abuse will just carry on in the police station. And I mean, that should not be like that. It should absolutely not. Any society should not feel afraid of the police. And then Amerikaners, from that point, I think when we launched it, and I actually spoke to Isak du Plessis on Monday. You know him, Chris. Lily. You know Isak now.
Yes, I do know Isak. I've appeared on his News Park program. Yes.
I'm quite concerned, because he usually is regularly there every morning, and he's not put anything out for 2 days. And I think his last interview had to do about the land appropriation mafia. So I'm like, I've got his WhatsApp. I'm literally thinking of reaching out, because he has touched on something very, very, very. It's kind of weird. You can't put your foot in it and not in it, in the middle of it. And I've also felt afraid around where we go or drive, because you just don't know that, you might be making some damage. But coming back to the Afrikaners, I'm an artist, so I love working, and I will do anything for my heart, and for not for money. I think on my tombstone one day they will say, this one really didn't love money. And but with the Afrikaners, I just feel like I just can't submit to some authorities, and I will be a independent in this, and I will promote the memorandum. But beyond that, I kind of not distance myself, but I think we're all kind of singular entities. We're not like a unit, but we came back together as a unit to actually get this memorandum going and out and an interview and speak about it. And it's also about the English. I think Sam Busa is the writer of the memorandum. Oh, not the memorandum, the website. And I just felt like also, yes, there's just I'm very, very, very cautious. So I want to see people in the face. I want to have a meeting with you. I want to be able to see you and know who I'm dealing with, because I'm putting my face out there. And I don't like it then if there is controversy on social medias and social platforms and attacks to either AfriForum or Solidariteit or whoever, because I'm like literally the capital of that. My son goes to school with everybody basically from there. And I didn't want my face attached to any type of political movement. And it's felt like the steamrolling and the way it was going, it was more of a production to, I don't know, politics, or I don't know. It's a klomp tannies that's like literally doing this, which is great.
All right, cool.
Somebody asked.
So send me the link, and I'll put it in the chat for people who want to get to it, and we'll take care of that. So that explains a bit about Afrikaners and what you guys are trying to accomplish. I've got to get back to the news because people are antsy for the news, because I hadn't really got to it. I focused on that IOL story for so long and entertained that. So I do need to get to that. But Ananda, thanks for calling in. I do appreciate it. And I hope that people will go check out your channel and see what's there so they can get a viewpoint, because whatever people say, good or bad, you're doing something that no one else is doing. I'm also doing something no one else is doing. I'm telling the truth, which the media aren't doing. But you're bringing perspectives of people who are interested in leaving, and no one in the media is doing that. So that's a valuable service, whatever people think of the refugee program. So thank you for that. Bye, Donkey. We'll stay in touch, and people I'm guessing, since you said you're an artist, that the painting behind you must be yours, but they said, is that a Jackson Pollock? It's one of yours.
It is, but you'll be more impressed. Check this.
Okay.
That is the cloth I actually did my chairs on.
Okay.
The idea was for the chairs, and then all the leftover paint, I created that kind of canvas. But I studied fine arts.
Okay.
But check this chair.
Wow. Okay. There you go. Wow. All right. Cool beans. All right, Ananda Baker, thanks for calling in. I appreciate it. I'll let you drop off here, and then I'm going to close out this and get my camera back on. Okay. Thank you so much. Have a good weekend.
Thank you for you, Chris. Thank you, Have a good day.
It's my pleasure so much. Okay, well, folks, that's Ananda Baker with, let's see if we can help. I'll get her there. Okay. There you go. She figured it out. Okay, cool beans. All right, folks, let me end this and get back to the news, okay? So hang in there, all right? Just a second. I've got to close the Zoom and then end it and give me my camera back. Okay. All right, and now my camera is back. There we go. All right, so, all right, folks, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Let's get back to the news. We haven't gotten to it. I know some people are actually here for the news. Thank you, Ananda, for calling in. Appreciate that. So the Democratic Alliance and the Economic Freedom Fighters are hitting back at Finance Minister Enoch Gondwana, his budget for failure to address South Africa's jobs crisis. But I'm going to hit back at the EFF and the DA on their claims. Not in defense of Enoch Gondwana, but in defense of common sense. They're upset because they say the government isn't creating enough jobs. Yes, Victoria O'Regan says MPs on Friday had sharp words for Enoch Gondwana on the contentious 0.5% VAT increase in the absence of a clear and achievable plan for job creation. Deep and hard introspection is needed. We are bleeding jobs. We're not creating jobs. I don't see anything in this proposed budget that's going to be a vehicle to triple economic growth. This proposed budget does not lead to economic growth and creation of jobs. You cannot tax yourself into prosperity, said DA MP Joseph Britz. He said the budget must address the needs in communities, specifically needs of health, defense, and education sectors. Yes. Well, the problem with that Democratic Alliance and EFF is that governments do not create jobs. Governments destroy jobs with foolish policies, with macroeconomic failures, with race-based policies, with welfare, undermining thrift, hard work, and the value of labor. Governments do not create jobs. We are discovering that once again in America. For years, we had economic prosperity when we limited the size of the number of people working for the federal government. Graham Redmond Hollins reduced the federal workforce by about 35%. And this country prospered because we quit wasting money by sucking jobs out of the private sector and creating make-work jobs for bureaucrats. You do not grow a government, you do not grow an economy by creating make-work jobs. Franklin Delano Roosevelt did not create or save the U.S. economy. He perpetuated the Great Depression for a decade with his failed macroeconomic policies, his socialist agenda with the Tennessee Valley Authority, with the public works projects, the Civilian Conservation Corps, all of these things to make people paint rocks, to rake leaves, to create jobs, did nothing to create economic prosperity. Only the Second World War rescued America from a decade-long economic morass. That's how we got out of our depression, not because of Franklin Roosevelt. We were in a depression because of Franklin Delano Roosevelt, his idiotic policies, his socialist leftist nonsense in the 1930s when fascism rose in Europe, in Soviet Union, and in Nazi Germany, and in Italy, when fascism rose all over Europe and the government control of the economic sector. This is what Franklin Roosevelt did in the United States, and people didn't see it. They still don't see it. They think he's an amazing guy. All right, thank you, Ananda, for sending that link. Let me get to it real quick. All right, it's not there. Ananda, I don't see it. I see is a thank you so much. Please send me the link. You can't put it in the chat because you're not a moderator. Put it in the WhatsApp and then I'll share it. Yeah, so governments don't create jobs. They obliterate jobs. They destroy jobs. They destroy jobs. Well, folks, bad news for Ronaldo. Ooh, bad news for Ronaldo. He's going to be fuming over this one. No more edibles. Ooh, South African weed lovers, you're in trouble. No more edibles. Health Minister bans cannabis and hemp food products. Oh, my goodness. Health Minister Aaron Motsoaledi quietly gazetted regulations banning cannabis and hemp-derived foodstuffs. Makes it illegal to manufacture, sell, or import these items. Those found guilty may face fines or imprisonment. No one may sell, manufacture, import processed or unprocessed foodstuffs containing any part of the plant or component of the genus cannabis, which includes C. sativa, C. indica, and C. ruderalis, or hemp seed oil or powder of any component derived from the genus cannabis. It is declared that anyone who sells, imports, or manufactures foodstuff containing prohibited substances is guilty of an offense and liable to a fine or imprisonment on conviction. Oh no! No more edibles! Oh! The tragedy, the horror. There it is. Okay, she got it for me, okay? All right, copy link. If those you would like to check out Ananda's channel, and you're welcome to do so, here is the link. Paste. Boom. Yeah, she's right. That's a long, that's a long one. So there it is. I put Ananda's video link in there for your YouTube channel. Okay, and our conversation just finished recording or saving it. Okay. Worse than Barack Hussein Obama? Oh, worse. FDR was the worst. He was the worst. They want to legalize cannabis. Now the opposite. They're clearing all the competition before the state comes out with their own version. Could be. Ronaldo's growing a space cake at the back of his head. Oh, my goodness. Of course, move on. My point was with regard to people saying it will cause more division. Huh? What are you talking about? No more edibles, folks. Oh, no more edibles. Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible. No more weed for you. License and registration, please. It's on the back of the car, man. No more edibles for you, South Africa. You must be ashamed. Speaking of artificial intelligence and robots, people were saying earlier, we're all know about AI robots, not yet. Well, there is some AI robots here, folks. You ready for this? Oh, my goodness. You must be ashamed. EFF MPs slammed the Deputy Minister Hendricks for using AI to answer parliamentary questions. What the hell? Social Development Minister Hanif Hendricks said MPs should move with the times and learn about AI. EFF MPs have criticized Social Development Deputy Minister Hendricks for allegedly using artificial intelligence to answer parliamentary questions. During a parliamentary question and answer session yesterday, a heated debate erupted after EFF MP Maotoa raised a concern about how she noticed Hendricks was reading his response to a follow-up question. He's reading the follow-up response. How do you anticipate what's going to be the follow-up question? Maybe we should teach the member about artificial intelligence. The president said we're moving towards a digital economy and digital government. The member must please move with the times. We must raise concern and follow with the Rules Committee about procedures about answering questions in Parliament. A minister can't tell us confidently he's using artificial intelligence to answer questions about his department. Chat, GPT, and AI to answer questions about the department you preside over, and you tell us that confidently? You must be ashamed. So these lazy shits are sitting in Parliament. We'd like to know why your budget is focused on this, that, and the other. Just a second, hang on. Grok, Alexa, tell me. They're so lazy they can't even answer questions. They need to use AI. Alexa, how come my department is bankrupt? Deputy Minister Hendricks, your department is bankrupt because you're a moron. Ooh. This question is for the Minister of Directorate of International Relations and Foreign International Cooperation, Mr. Ronnie Lamola. MP Lamola, please tell us more about this asylum offer that Donald Trump is offering. Alexa, Siri, please tell me, Siri, why Donald Trump is offering asylum to South Africans. I will now answer your question. Donald Trump is offering asylum to South Africans because he's a racist bigot with orange hair who hates South Africa. He hates black people. He oppresses them. He puts them in cages. I'm sorry, my phone froze. I'll have to wait for it to catch up with the data. Seriously? I feel like Butley. Oh my goodness, where's that Butley? But I gotta play that Butley. Oh dear God. Aidez-moi, aidez-moi. I get the Butley one. Let me get him up here. Oh my goodness. And then he tries to castigate her going, members of parliament must get with the times. We're digital. He's smart ass. You're smart ass. Oh, sorry, folks. I'm just finishing my edibles. Where you going, Willie? We just getting started. Muttley. Oh, dear God. Only in South Africa, folks. Only in South Africa. Meanwhile, the European Union makes empty promises to South Africa of 4.7 billion euros, 94 billion rand to South Africa. Yes, they're going to save South Africa from America. Yay. Well, what do I have to say? If the European Union actually provides the money, good for you. Instead of sitting on your ass, you're actually doing something for the places you colonized. Wow, that's nice. Why is it the U.S. has been carrying all the development assistance for Africa while the Brits, the French, and the Germans sit on their ass, along with the Portuguese and the Dutch who colonized Africa? Why are we carrying the water for so long? We didn't colonize Africa. And don't tell me Liberia, that's BS. We didn't colonize Liberia. Look at these clowns. Look at these clowns. Antonio Luis Santos da Costa doesn't look very Spanish. He looks very North African. He looks almost like a Berber. European Union has given President Ramaphosa its full backing as G20 president. This is why the G7 never should have become the G20. Ridiculous. Oh, Quids, you missed it. Edibles are now illegal in South Africa. So here's a good news story, folks. Oh, tell us the good news stories, Chris. Tell us the good news stories. Oh, all you ever do is talk about the bad things, the horrible things happening. Oh, woe is me. You never talk the good stuff. Well, as the audience shrinks, I guess they're getting their edibles before the shelves are emptied. Yes, let's talk about this, folks. Here's a good news story of a lady who, for some reason, manages to get water every day. Her water's never shut off, despite the fact that the town she lives in never has water. She doesn't know why. So she's been helping out her neighbors by letting them get water from her spigot for years now. She's concerned that one day the bill will come, but till now, she hasn't been billed. Foghorn, I say, Foghorn Leghorn, I love Foghorn Leghorn. I say, boy, what you doing over there? Come over here, boy. Yes. Woman supplies water to neighbors for 5 years as the council taps run dry. Wow, folks. Here's a good news story. This lady is doing a public service. Retired engineer says the municipality has enough water to supply all its residents, but there's a lack of will to get the job done. I'm doing the work of the Ditsobotla municipality by supplying my community with water, and I can't help but worry about my water bill because one day it will come and I won't be able to afford it. This is how Sarah Mafora of Blytheville in Northwest described the desperate situation faced by more than 14,000 residents in her township who've been battling with inconsistent water supply. So for more than 5 years, her humble home has been the only source of uninterrupted water for her community, where water is available for only 4 hours between 6 a.m. and 10 a.m., leaving the rest of the residents with dry taps. I can't explain why I have water throughout the day, she says. It's been like this every day for the past 5 years. People from Blytheville and Boogersdorp come to my house with their 20 buckets to fill them, and about 100 people come in a day with a bucket or two, depending on their water needs. I can't turn anyone away because the water is a necessity. She said the municipalities never billed her for the water. They told me that they would not bill me as long as other people use the water, but I'm worried that the day that they won't be able to afford it because my water meter already is too high. Well, I imagine her water meter is quite high. Well, look at that, man. Look at that. That's amazing. Well done by this lady, Sarah Mafora, stepping in where the ANC administration has failed to help people. The Independent Electoral Commission is moving to deregister 192 political parties who are inactive, including the South African Communist Party. I love it. The commies are going down. Hey, what happened to the super chats? They just dried up. Maybe because I didn't recognize them. Let's go back and recognize the super chats. We don't want people to stop giving. Give till it hurts. Okay. All right. Here we go. What did I miss? Okay. JC, I answered that question. Tom Monk, is it safe for people coming? I answered that question. If one has dual citizenship, spur of the moment. That was Ananda. 70 Rand. People forgot we're human and not AI. That was Adele Visser. No, some people are AI, including Deputy Minister Hendricks. Steen Foister, what is the procedure regarding the flight out of South Africa to USA, for example? Must we sweat our passports? Well, Steen Foister answered many times, but since you gave a super chat, I will tell you that normally when you get on a flight, you have to have a passport. That isn't always the case for refugees. They're often fleeing from war zones and don't have any documentation, which gets issued by the United Nations Commissioner for Refugees, or the U.S. government will provide travel documents. But we're not talking about Sudanese fleeing Darfur or South Sudanese fleeing South Sudan to Uganda or Somalis fleeing to Kenya. We're talking about South Africans who are fleeing from a country not at war with in-country status. You're not legally a refugee, but you're being granted refugee status out of the kindness of the American hearts. And it gives you legal status that you wouldn't otherwise qualify for. And I don't know the situation. I suspect you will need a passport. Certainly the South African authorities probably will demand you have a passport to leave the country to order to board a plane. I don't know. I don't know why people ask this question. Just get a passport. If you don't have money, then why are you asking? If you can't afford a passport, why are you asking? If you can afford a passport, why are you asking? Go get one. If you can't afford one, then you can't afford one. Then you'll have to hope that there's a mechanism where they provide travel documents, or if someone will be kind enough to give you money to get a passport. I'm not sure why people can ask the question. That's not directed at you, Stian. I appreciate your asking the question, but I don't understand the question. Get a passport. If you don't have a passport, get a passport. If you can't afford a passport, then what's the point of asking? What is it going to matter? Are you not going to apply for refugee status because maybe I said you need a passport and you don't have one? Well, that would be stupid. That would be stupid. Nobody knows what the rules are. It hasn't been published yet. So hang in there. Edward Dos Santos says, "Way your channel is growing, you'll hit 100,000 in a few months." I'm not going to hold my breath on that one. Not going to hold my breath on that. Whose server's under attack? Which .co.za? All of them? Domain name servers with the .co.za be under a denial of service attack. I haven't heard that, but I did see the reality of it. The newspaper sites weren't working a day or two ago. Walt asked me, how many people do you think will take? 250,000. We'll ask for it, proud the NFL. 250,000. Just to back of the envelope guess. Budget discussion today was mentioned for one person abroad, the value of something like 189,000 Rand for accommodation. Even what? I'm sorry, Valerie. I'm trying. Your comment doesn't make any sense. In the budget discussion today, what was mentioned for one person abroad to the value of something? One person abroad for what do you mean? One person living abroad, one person going abroad, one person staying in. I don't understand what you mean. Were they trying to scare people, saying that in order to live abroad it costs you 189,000 Rand for what, a year? I don't understand. Valerie, I know you're making a point here, and you only have so much. I know what a denial service, guys. I used to write software. I've been on the internet since the 1970s. Okay, before people knew there was an internet. I've been dialing up since we had 1,200 baud modems. It had big hand receivers. You put the phone down on top of yeah, I do know what a denial of service attack is. I worked at the National Security Agency. Thank you. I appreciate that. Maybe you're explaining it for the crowd, but thank you. I know what denial of service attack is. I just didn't know that there was one announced. I claimed that there was one because I saw that News 24 and the Times Live weren't working. They must be using the same service. There is no reasonable time frame for a FOIA request. They're required to respond to it within a number of days. I think it depends on the type of request. You usually get 30 days to respond, if I'm not mistaken. But the Freedom of Information Act requests are all too frequently ignored, slow roll by agencies, and there's no penalty for it. No one's ever castigated for not fulfilling a FOIA. You get chewed out, but nothing. No one gets jail time. No one gets fined. No agencies are reprimanded for it. I dealt with Freedom of Information requests all the time. Most of them are asinine. They're from leftist wackadoodles or right-wing nut jobs who have conspiracy theories that have no merit to them. Yeah, I've dealt with Freedom of Information requests all the time. It's just annoying. If you're in government, it eats up an awful lot of time and cuts in productivity. But the process is necessary for transparency. So I have no problem with the process. I'm just saying that most people abuse it. Pretty sure South Africans can get a passport through one of the big banks. You don't get a passport through the bank. That's a misnomer. We need to correct that right now. You do not get a passport through a bank. The passports at the bank is simply a mechanism to facilitate taking the pressure off of people standing in line at the queue. Your system, it goes in and Home Affairs processes your passport, not the bank. But that's just a mechanism to save you trouble. Plus, a bank ostensibly is probably a lot safer than going to a Home Affairs office, I would think. Yeah, Marissa, I wouldn't tell people either, but the news got a hold of that and they told the story. Hunter Biden is vacationing in Cape Town. So I've heard. What I meant is that a traveler spends a person to Parliament. Oh, okay. Valerie, what you were saying is that can't possibly be true. What you're saying is that every government traveler that goes abroad costs the Southern taxpayer 189,000 Rand per night. That's impossible. There's no way that's true. No way that's true. Who said that in Parliament? There's no way that that's true. There's absolutely no way that that's true. That just can't possibly be. That's $10,000 a night. That's no way. Amanda, they did not respond to my request. Let me check. That was earlier, but now they'll be closed. So I checked my mail to see if I had anything earlier, and I didn't. I have no follow-up from my friend. So let me just look and see. Very disappointed in the State Department not responding to my request. They didn't even send me an email telling me they got it after telling me to send it to them. I know they got it because, like I said, my friend who works at the State Department did respond to me. So it got to him. I didn't think it'd even go to him. I wasn't sure he was still working there, and his account would have been closed, but it was still there. I'm looking. I see nothing here. Just double checking. I have so many emails here. Just looking to see if anything came across. Nope. Nothing since his email at 1 o'clock yesterday. Nope. Nothing. So that's very disappointing. And this to me shows you very much one of the problems with the U.S. government, the glacial pace of responding to this. Look, I mean, I don't deserve special treatment, but I'm not exactly just someone walking off the street, a American citizen asking a question or a journalist asking a question. I'm actually a person that spent 3+ decades working in the U.S. government, and someone who spent 2 decades working in U.S. embassies in Africa and know the process. And I'm just asking and trying to give them a heads up that if they don't respond to this, that people are going to be very angry if it's fake. You need to get the word out there very quickly and either put on their website that you did put it up or you didn't put it up. Okay, what else? So we got Chris Wyatt gave memberships to folks. Thanks for that, Chris. Okay, and I gave 5 gifted memberships, plus he had his 30-month membership super sticker. Okay, many members joining daily, hence questions 9 times. That's true, but it's not as many as it was. When it was many more people, it's exciting. We have some people joining every day. It's really slowed down, folks. It's taken us days to go from one level to the next. So let me just get to that very quickly. So taking a look at the subscriber account. So we have gone since the 1st of March. Let me give you an idea here. So last 90 days. Okay, last 90 days. So December 31st, we were at 20,398 subscribers, okay? Things didn't really start taking off until January 29th, we're 22,000. So we gained like 2,000 in a month. That was a good month, though. Then we got from January 29th to February 28th, we were at 51,000. 22 to 51,000. We gained 29,000 subscribers in February. Thank you, Derek, for the super sticker. 29,000 in February. Since March, we're now halfway through March, we've gained 5,500 subscribers in 14 days. That is a significant drop-off. At that rate, we'd be lucky to gain 10,000 this month, which is great. I'm not going to complain about that. But that's 1/3 of what we gained in February. 1/3. February is a big month. So, yeah, I'm not complaining. Happy to gain subscribers, but it's not moving at the pace that it was. Derek Bame, thank you so much for the super sticker. Your third super sticker, 140 Rand. Thank you so much for that. All right. It's a lot of work online. You only have to apply and get it so you can do it. Estelle said they gave you Panados after surgery. A friend had some CBD oil for the pain. Applied for police clearance 2 weeks ago. Received an SMS that it's been processed. Wow, see, people saying bad things about the police and home affairs, but sometimes things work. You never know. You never know. I mean, my passport took forever last year, but the Independent Electoral Commission is moving to deregister 192 politically inactive parties. That's crazy, folks. That's what's going on. So here you go. IEC moves to deregister all these political parties, including the South African Communist Party. I love that photograph. That's one of the great photographs from the election last year. Good stuff. Good stuff. So, in a move to clean house, the Independent Electoral Commission of South Africa has announced its intention to deregister 192 inactive political parties, including the South African Communist Party. They have until March 25th to make representation and persuade the commission not to remove them from the register. Yeah, well, I have one thing to say about that. I have one thing to say about all that, folks. I really do. The South African Communist Party is being deregistered. This is what I have to say. It won't happen. They'll become active. Okay, I have not reported on this story since it first broke because this is heartbreaking and sickening and twisted. This lovely little girl, Jocelyn Smith, and God rest her soul. There's very little hope that this young girl's alive. It would be so amazing if she was, but I'm not going to hold my breath. All this talk about her mother, the trial is ongoing now, and it's just getting worse for this woman. What's being done there? Oh my goodness. What's being said in court here. So, my child is on a boat to West Africa. Jocelyn Smith trial hears gripping testimony by a teacher. Wow. Edna Mart testified that 4 days after the child went missing in February last year, her mother, Raquel Kelly Smith, told her something confidential and added, remember, Bota is not guilty. Bota is the nickname of Smith's boyfriend and co-accused Joaquin Apollos. Mart and two colleagues drove to join the community search for Jocelyn after school on February 23rd. On the way, they stopped at a petrol station, and while the vehicle was being refueled, Smith climbed inside. She said softly, Teacher, I want to tell you something confidential. I received a call from the Nigerian mail, and this person said I must play quickly. Mart asked how she knew it was a Nigerian mail, but Smith did not respond. Instead, she said the man claimed, my child is on a boat in a container on her way to West Africa. She asked if Smith had told the police about the call, but Smith replied she was afraid of the community, which had become hostile towards her. Just before getting out of the vehicle, she added, remember, Bota is not guilty. At the time, the teacher didn't know who Bota was. Wow. So that's going on. Meanwhile, shocking testimony unveils Kelly Smith's alleged plot to sell 6-year-old daughter Jocelyn to a Sangoma. And here they are sitting in a community center. There's a super chat from Yaku Klopa, 99 Rand. Thank you for that, Yaku. Missing 6-year-old Jocelyn Smith was allegedly sold to a Sangoma to relieve parental financial pressure. Her mother, Kelly's friend, Laurentia Lombard, told the Western Cape High Court. Close to 200 people, including Jocelyn Smith's father, Jose Emke, and paternal grandmother Rita Yon gathered in the Western Cape High Court, sitting in the Saldanha Bay Multipurpose Center today to hear Laurentia Lombard's testimony. She was initially accused, number 4, in the kidnapping and human trafficking. Detailed how Jocelyn Smith's mother, Kelly Smith, allegedly plotting to sell the 6-year-old to a Sangoma for 20,000 rand. This gives weight to the state's contention that the alleged kidnapping and human trafficking of Jocelyn was premeditated. Lombard was charged along with Kelly and her boyfriend and their friend Stefano van Rijn, who had pled not guilty in human trafficking and kidnapping. Lombard later turned state's witness. Jocelyn went missing from the Middle Post informal settlement in Saldanha Bay on the 19th of February 2024. Smith claimed she went to work that day, leaving Jocelyn with Apollos. She claimed that Jocelyn wasn't there when she returned. According to Lombard, on Sunday, 18 February 2024, after lunch, she was on her way to Kelly's shack. She eavesdropped on Kelly and Bota while passing a window Kelly supposedly smashed during an earlier altercation with Bota on the same day. Lombard claims she heard Kelly allegedly telling Bota that someone was looking for Jocelyn. Bota wasn't interested and allegedly said he didn't have time to listen to her. Lombard further testified that she heard Kelly receiving a phone call and speaking in English. All that Lombard could hear Kelly saying was that she was coming now. Lombard said Kelly and Jocelyn left their home and walked to a white polo car that was waiting for them not far from the informal settlement. Eager to find out what was going on, Lombard continued to watch Kelly from a distance. I saw a woman dressed like a Sangoma alighting and talking to Kelly and Jocelyn. I saw the Sangoma handing Kelly something, which she slid in the front of her pants. She claimed the Sangoma was a short, black woman with white dots on her face, a band on her head, and wearing a green dress. Lombard said that she continued to follow Kelly and Jocelyn as they made their way home. She claimed she was again standing outside Kelly's home and heard her allegedly tell Bota, "Here's the money Sangoma gave for Jocelyn." She told the court Bota wanted to know how much it was. Kelly allegedly said 20,000 rand. At that moment, Lombard, also known as Renz, went towards the open door where she encountered Van Ren. I asked Kelly what's going on. Her words to me were, "Renz, I did something cock and I've just sold Jocelyn to a Sangoma." I asked why she did it. Her words were, "I was in need of money and struggling." Wow. Lombard said, told Kelly that she would get 1,000 rand, apparently for her silence. Van Rijn got 1,200. The rest of the money was split between Kelly and Bota. We agreed on the money, and that was all. That we'd all not talk about this to anyone or report it to the police. Kelly would report her child as missing. Lombard said Kelly prepared a bag for Jocelyn, including pants, sweater, and underwear for Jocelyn, who the Sangoma was allegedly due to pick up at 2 p.m. the next day. Lombard stated that after 2 p.m. the next day, she saw Kelly and Jocelyn carrying the bag and walking towards the canal. I saw Kelly and Jocelyn walking to a white Polo standing on a gravel road not far from Kelly's home. I saw a woman open the door of the back car, and Kelly and Jocelyn got in the back. The woman got in the back. Okay, anyway. Wow. Police previously arrested supposed Sangoma Pumza Sikwa in the case before dropping charges. Wow. This is sick. This little girl. And more on that witness. I sold my child to a Sangoma. The day before the green-eyed Jocelyn Smith went missing, her mother confided in a friend that she had sold her daughter to a Sangoma for 20,000 rand. Man. In none of these stories do they show Jocelyn Smith's face anymore. Lovely child. This beautiful little girl. What a sick and twisted world. What a sick and twisted world. What a sick and twisted world. Unbelievable. All right, let's get back to the poll and see what's going on with the poll. Why is the poll not showing up over here? I can't see my poll. Why can't I see my poll? What a sick and twisted world, folks. Poll is not showing up over here. That's weird. Yeah. $20,000 for a child. Or 20,000 rand, excuse me. $1,000. Yeah, this is sick and twisted. So I've closed the poll, at least over here, but I don't see it closing. So, That's weird. Anyway, I don't know what's going on. Oh, it disappeared after she came on. Okay, thank you for that tinfoil. It had 975 votes. It was 62% for not cutting the beard. Okay. Yeah, it is screwed up, Tomahawk. Yeah, Garrett, it's terrible. Colonel, you're so correct. In a sick and twisted world, it'll get worse before it gets better. Sadly, that's true. Yep. What a monster. Life is cheap. It is. Jan van Driel says, will Russell be chased out of the U.S. now? Joel Pollack, 37-minute watch South Africa's ambassador also claimed that President Donald Trump early. Okay, is that on Twitter? I haven't seen that. I'm going to do a video on that for sure. So I'll do it, Joel Pollack. Let's see what he's got. Where are you getting this from? I would love to know where that's from because I don't see anything on Joel Pollack's channel. Oh, here it is. Got it. Got it. Okay. Wow. There we go. That's not it. Hang on. Here we go. Wow, this is crazy, folks. All right, this is going to put the nail in the coffin. The South Africans have destroyed the relationship by putting this fool. I've told you he was the wrong person for Ambassador DC. He's an evil person.
I think what Donald Trump is launching is an assault on incumbency, those who are in power, by mobilizing a supremacism against the incumbency at home, and I think I've illustrated abroad as well. So in terms of that, the supremacist assault on incumbency, we see it in the domestic politics of the USA, the MAGA movement, the Make America Great Again movement, as a response, not simply to a supremacist instinct, but to very clear data that shows great demographic shifts in the USA, in which the voting electorate in the USA is projected to become 48% white, and that the possibility of a majority of minorities is looming on the horizon. And so that needs to be factored in so that we understand some of the things that we think are instinctive, nativist, racist things. I think that there's data that, for example, would support that would go to this wall being built, the deportation movement, etc., etc. So I think I mentioned that.
Well, can we call Ibrahim Russell a racist? Can we call him that? Is that?
I think what Donald.
Wow. Can we call him a racist? Well, that's going to get a video out of me when I'm done here. Wow, thank you for that tip on that. I follow Joel Pollack's Twitter account, but I never get updates on it. So, gee, imagine that. I don't get updates. Wow. I don't know when this took place. I don't know if that's recent or if it's from a long time ago. Wow. I've said this guy's the wrong guy. Yep. Wow. There you have it, folks. Ibrahim Rasool in his own words. Thank you for that, Jan van Driel. Thank you for that, Derek Baim. Thank you for the 140 rand super chat. Wow, I haven't even got to the rest of Africa or the U.S. yet. We haven't got through South Africa on this. Yeah, we're too white to be right. Okay. It was today. Okay, that's when he released it. But when is the video from, Jan? There's no timestamp on it. It doesn't tell me when this took place. Okay. What does 1:30 WPM mean, Mark? That made it to the news story on Breitbart today with this ambassador. Okay, I'll go to Breitbart then and see. Yep. I'll go to Breitbart. There it is. South Ambassador. Wow. Oh, this is a foreign policy seminar today. Okay. All right. That's what I need. That's confirmation. I can't make a claim. I mean, that could have been a long time ago because he's been induced for a long time. So, you know, here you go. Wow. Wow. Well, that's explosive, folks. That's a huge own goal. South Africa's just destroyed any chance at now GOA, tariffs, sanctions, they're coming. The ANC's getting what they wanted. You send a moron like Ibrahim Rasool to be the ambassador in Washington, D.C. When he was appointed, I said that was a mistake. Yeah, so that's it. They're done. You're toast. Put a fork in it. There's no coming back from this. Yesterday, there was an attempt by Deputy Minister Bantu Holomisa to calm the waters in a conversation with me. And dipshit Ibrahim Rasool goes out and just undermines every effort at calming down the nonsense. Wow. Wow. Unbelievable. You can't fix stupid. That's right. You cannot fix stupid. Wow. Wow. He said no one made inquiries. Where's the whole thing at? I don't. Where are you guys getting this from? How do you know he said that? Is it in the story? Oh, wait. There it is. Oh, it's on YouTube. Oh. She did this on a channel with 330 subscribers.
Is what is this current?
Wow. Oh my goodness. A channel with 330 subscribers in YouTube, South Africa's future for a channel with 330 subscribers? Oh my goodness. Wow, folks. Wow, that is beyond stupid. All right. Wow. Stupid. Wow. Okay. Trying to get this, but it's not working so well. Sorry. Just verifying. It's not cooperating very well, so I'm trying to save this. Not working. Can't get to it. All right, so... Yeah, it's being blocked from being downloaded, so I'm just trying to get to it. So let me try to find another one. Okay. Let me try this one here. I'm trying to get this before we go anywhere, folks, because this is a big deal. Okay, there we go. Let's go with 720. Okay. Hang on a second. I can't see anybody there, so that's... Hang on a second. Just a second here, guys. There's no... Okay, the video's hidden on all these. Show more. Let's see. No, I can't get the video. I can just get the audio from this downloader, so interesting. Well, I'll download it. It says... wait, there's no audio. Wait, video... All the videos turned off. That's weird. Okay, save. Yes. Okay. Says Rasool. Sorry, folks. It's important to get this. Okay. So that. No, that's just audio. There's no video there, so that's not working. Let's try another one here. Come on. There goes the RAN. Yep. There goes the RAN. Tried since this morning to get this message to you through Colonel. You didn't read WhatsApps. Jan, you think you're the only person writing to me, brother? You think you're the only person writing to me? Honestly? Okay, let's try this one. Okay, this says it's downloading. Let's see if it works. Another one, so I don't see anything happening. Okay, how's everybody? Chris, in your opinion, what will happen in South Africa? Majority of white South Africans, majority of white South Africans are not going to leave South Africa. It's just not going to happen. So let's not delude ourselves. Starting in schools now. What's happening in schools? Rand is now GNU card-carrying member. More like the turd in the toilet. Okay. So it's downloading, but it's very slow. So we'll see what happens if I can get it. Okay. You didn't want to mention school. Okay. What are you guys talking about school? Okay. Have I missed any more super chats? Let me get to the fan funding. See if there's something new here. Okay. Here we go. Jaco Kloppa says, two for you. When do you sleep? Well, I slept for a couple hours this morning when apparently Jan was sending me messages and I missed them. And a number of South African parties strongly condemned the international policy of the ANC. Any difference to the U.S.? No. Well, yeah, there is some difference. Americans actually, some people actually paying attention to what's going on in South Africa. Nobody was paying attention before. Nobody cared. I was like the only person in America paying attention to South Africa before this. Now, some Americans, and we see it. We've seen a number of Americans who haven't regularly been on my channel have found my channel as a consequence of this, and that's interesting. What is all of this of Abraham something, and does that happen, have an impact? I have no idea what you're talking about. What Abraham something? The Abraham Accords? That's from the Middle East. 130 words per minute typing speed. No, I used to be about 80 words per minute, and I had only a few errors. Now my errors are crazy. A lot of typos now. The end game is the same as always. Removal of whites from South Africa, Charles, never changed. Amanda says, I need my cannabis for my lupus pain, so much being a doctor. Well, edibles are not prescription, are they? So I don't know if that affects that. South Africa has gained big traction on X. That's true. There's any program to check that video. They're not AI generated. It's a Zoom video, Sean. It's not AI. It's not AI. Yeah, and there are programs to check it. At what points does this go from stupid to actually wanting us to leave by their comment? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, Mirinda said we've had this for 30 years. Things will go on as normal. I'm not getting hyped up, says NWA. Fair point. Fair point. White kids got called many things and threatened. Really, Loretta? Hugo Bosson wants to know the name of the video. What's going on with the school here? Who is Ibrahim Rasool? Ibrahim Rasool is the former premier of the Western Cape and ambassador to the United States. He's an America-hating, Christian-hating Muslim. Yep. My daughter came home from Tears State Kids School calling her a white monkey. Wow. Wow, Heather. Wow. Well, here's a link to Ibrahim Rasool's nonsense. You're going to drive that channel all kinds of views. So I'll share that with you. I think I answered your question, Yaku. Tell me if I did or didn't. Okay. So I'm trying. There's going to be probably a surge in that channel. Let me see if it's still downloading for me. No, it says 1%. That's not downloading. That's bogus. Let me try this one here. I don't think I'm going to be able to download it. It looks like it's protected. Okay. Download MP4. Okay. Let's go at 480. It's quicker. No, it wants me to download some shit. Nope. Unable to fetch it. Yep, too short or too long. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna. Looks like I'm not gonna be able to get it. So all these YouTube downloaders are not working. It's somehow protected. Service permanently unavailable. Oh boy. YouTube downloaders. This is the best one they claim. Okay. It's MP3 audio, video. Okay, 1080. Download. Okay. They want a browser extension, of course. Network error, doesn't work. Network error, nope. Can't right click. Nope, this is all bullshit. All people just trying to get you to sign up for their crap stuff. It's protected, I can't get to it. I don't know how he got it, unless he played it on a screen and recorded off his screen. Wow. Unbelievable. Yeah, my downloader's not working, and yeah, there's nothing I can do to it. Comments were turned off on it. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, that's crazy. Got my bag packed. C-17. Heather, I'm so sorry to hear that. That's horrible, racist. And schools that allow that, they're the problem. That's terrible stuff. Went to get my daughter's birth certificate 13 years back. The lady kept correcting, stating a death certificate. When I reported, they said they can't do anything, no proof. Not a single downloader is working. Okay. 10 out of 10 says critical review. Okay. I think more people will leave than we think. I'm more asking my work 80%. Well, that's assuming how many we take in. It's going to suggest that you play it and record it with a different device. No, it doesn't work. I don't know, Peter. I've just sent you the link. It's in the chat. If you can download it, great. But none of the downloaders are working. None of the downloaders are working. Yep. I'm trying them. Nothing is working. YouTube downloader. Yep. YouTube MP4. One more I haven't tried yet here. I don't think it's going to work either. Paste. Start. Okay, convert to MP4. And it's just spinning. Yep, not going to work. Some of us would love to join the kernel do toy, but it costs a great deal to get on the road. Well, the link is in the chat. I don't know why you're not seeing it. Maybe you're not paying attention. I pasted it 3 times. It's right there. No, I can't get the chat to load. There we go. There it is again. Well, there you go, Mario. Please download it for me, then load it up to WeTransfer and send it to me, okay? No, Yaku, I'm not going to be the master of South Africa. That ain't going to happen. Arctic says he's a lot better when he's sober. We found this chat. He has 937,000 listeners. On whose chat, Elizabeth? Who are you talking about? That's the second time I've sent the links. Yeah, if you can get it from YouTube Premium, great. J Downloader 2. Okay, I'll try that. That might have been one that I already tried, so that one's not working. J Downloader 2. J-D-O-W-N. There it is, J Downloader 2. Okay, let's try that. Okay. Okay. It's a website. It doesn't download. Download. Well, that doesn't. What is it? Is it a browser extension? Free open source download management tool. Huge community. Okay. Download. Okay. Where's the download? There's no download here. Latest version. Okay. There it is. Okay. All right. Well, how do I download the damn thing? This is, who builds this site? This is stupid. That's an image. Oh, gee, many crickets. Who does something like this? It doesn't tell me how to install it. Latest version. I click on it and it just takes me to it. It doesn't take me to the download. Oh, man, I swear. This is an idiot site built by fools. Okay. And there it is. And again, it's not there. So how do I get up? I don't care how to get up there. How do I install the damn thing? There's no link here to download it. What a crock. A waste of time that is. Ugh. What screen recorder? How do you do a screen recorder? Okay, Ruben's getting it 40% using clip grab. What's clip grab? Google. Okay, let me try that one. Aha. There we go. Okay. I have to install it. Oh, gee, many crickets. All right, it's installing now. Okay. Now, where's it at? I don't see it here. It doesn't show up on my menu. Oh, I swear to God, this is so annoying. Add-ons. Okay, clip grab. I installed it and it doesn't show up here. Yes, I am, Tion. I'm trying to download a YouTube video, and none of the downloaders are working. Not my embedded ones, not the new ones that people are talking about. Nowhere here. What the hell is that? Clip grab's not working. Louise sent me an email. Okay, so this is a lot of work to get this stupid video. Come on, inbox. Okay. Oh, jeez, I swear to God. This is... What a pain in the ass. Okay, thank you, Louise. I know where the video's at. You sent me a link to the video. That's not going to help me download it. I already got it. Okay, guys, I can see the video. I can't download it. PowerPoint is a screen recorder. Really? How does that work? PowerPoint is a screen recorder. Okay, let's do that. So I'm going to sit here for 2 hours and download this crap? New presentation. Screen recorder. Ah, screen recording. Ah, gotcha. Okay, there you go. That's a way to do it. Okay, when we're done here, I'll try that. I don't have Xbox. Xbox recorder? Okay. Okay. Xbox recorder. Wow, there's a Xbox recorder. What the hell is all this? I can't even see. The screen is full of frickin' messages. Oh, I hate Xbox. No thanks. That's closed. Amanda, you emailed me something. Okay. Nope. 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 Didn't email me anything. Nothing here. Louise sent me something. Nope. There's nothing there about it. Peter's leaving. Well, bye, Peter. Yeah, JLo download doesn't work. Yep. All right. Well, people are just being dicks now. Some people are just being dicks in the chat. So whatever. I'm trying to download something rather important here, and people are being dicks. Okay. Whatever. So an agreement is reached on the Jackass Penguin case in South Africa. Settlement reached an African penguin case about fishing closures. Windows plus G doesn't work. I just did it. The African penguin population, a species endemic to southern African and Namibian coastline, has crashed in recent decades, but an agreement in principle has been reached between a different group of folks. Environmental Minister, Forestry Minister Dion George appears to have staved off the major legal challenge by conservationists. So, the agreement, which still needs to clear an order of the court, includes significant changes to the current closures of penguin feeding grounds. The applicants in the court case, BirdLife South Africa and SANCUB, that's the South African National Foundation for the Conservation of Coastal Birds, SANCUB, agreed to protect some islands. The new agreement includes the St. Croix Island in Algoa Bay in Port Elizabeth will have a new enclosure area. Island was previously home to the largest breeding penguin colony, but numbers have crashed. Only 1,300 breeding pairs are there. Bird Island, with 1,650 breeding pairs, will now have a 20-kilometer radius from the lighthouse. Dawson Island on the west coast, the biggest breeding colony of 2,300 pairs, will retain the interim closure under current permit conditions. Robben Island will have a significant 20-kilometer fisheries exclusion zone. And Stony Point in Betty's Bay will have a new closure applicable to all fishing vessels. Dreyer Island in Hans Bay will be reflected in the current permit. There you go. All right. Go watch the budget speech in SBC with 1 hour, 20-minute work. They claim that we should pay more VAT. Yeah. So to try out my downloaders apps, none of them are working. Yep. Oh, Nick went to SANCUB and PLAS. Okay. I'll try downloading it too. I'll email it to you. Thank you, Jean Ward. Okay. Thank you for that. Okay. Hot in Cleveland. That's a good series. I'm on Windows 10. I pushed it. Didn't work. Well, maybe I pushed the wrong key. Hang on a second. Okay, that brings up Xbox. It did it this time. But it's just bringing up a bunch of nonsense. No. Here I am on a Telegram a couple years ago. So how do I get it to work? It just shows you ones that are there. It's a screenshot, not a video. Anyway. Oh, is it recording now? What the hell? Okay. Capture. Oh, there you go. All right, got it. I'll try this afterwards. Maybe that'll do the trick. Huh. There you go. Interesting. Okay, got it. That'll capture the screen capture. Got it. That's interesting. Thank you for that. That's actually helpful. Thank you for that. The Xbox stuff. Yeah, well, it wasn't Control. It was Windows G. Okay. Ruben is zipping it. Don't have to zip it. Just load it into WeTransfer. It's much easier. It's 2 hours. I don't know how you can zip something and get it that small to fit an email anyway. Just load it to WeTransfer. Yeah, well, more money to hide under the couch. You're right about that. You'll have to upgrade to Windows 11 soon. My Windows 10 was causing cock. No more support. I can't, Nikki. My motherboard's disabled. I'm going to have to get someone that knows what they're doing to remove whatever the block on my motherboard is. I don't know why. I bought this when Windows 11 came out and they put Windows 10 on it. I'm not happy about that. Copy this to Garrett. I did not block you. I can see all your messages. You blocked me on your YouTube. Okay, Garrett, are you there? So Arctic didn't block you. He says you blocked him. You'll have to upgrade. Okay, I'm not going to be able to upgrade. No worries that you came in late. Lots of people came in late. Lots of people left. Lots of people are here. There is Courtney coming in with a $5 super chat. You like Japan, but you're ready to come home. Yeah, it becomes oppressive. It's lovely to visit, but there's just too many people everywhere. Just send it to me, says. Oh, okay, what, through the email? All right, thank you for that, brother. Okay. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It's only 1 megabyte, though. How is it 1 megabyte?
I think what Donald Trump is in which needs to be, etc., etc. So I think
no, I have that. I have that video. Okay, so thank you. I have that video. I want the entire broadcast. It's 2 hours. Thank you. I appreciate the effort. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the entire thing. Okay. Someone else sent me another downloader. Okay. So where do I download? Oh, it's an app, a program I've got to install. Oh, jeez. Why isn't it working? All right, call Elon. Okay, let's see if this thing works. Downloading the update. What the hell is this? I just installed it and it's getting an update already? A whole year stock of what? It's kids content. You can't download it from... What are you talking about? All right, PK, are you even watching this channel? I saw this person, Tessa, came in here earlier too. The Tessa person comes in all the time and asks the same question all the time. We answered it. So Tessa, if you're not paying attention or if you're a troll, I'm not going to keep answering that question. That was the beginning of this broadcast. Tessa was asking the exact same question. Tessa has asked at least 4 different occasions. Okay. I don't want a screenshot. I want the video. 900 likes. That's cool. Come on, Kaboo. You're useless. Hurry up. Are we done now, finally? Okay, adding video. Let's see if it downloads this now. This adding video. It's just spinning. It's not doing anything. Now I can't even get it off my screen. Oh! They do that. Stop downloads and comments. Yep. Stuffing the show tonight, but this is very important. Became USA is not going to take rest. I know. Jan, it's not stuffing the show. This is important. I don't know why people are dicking around here. We need this. We need this data to prosecute this issue. Can't we post a young techie to help you? Clippy's 84. Never had that, Earl. Never had that. Oh, they label as kids content. Okay. Okay. This Kaboo thing we're trying. Oh. This is saying it's downloading it. Let's see if it's true. Let's see. Kaboo might have been the answer. I'm not going to get too excited. It's 25%. At 15 megabytes per second, 34%, slowing down a little bit, down to 7, down to 4. That's not good. It's slowing down a lot. Down to 3 megabytes per second. Now it's picking back up to 4, at 44%. If I have it, I have it. Then this will all be worth it. Whoever sent me the Kaboo, I forget who it was. I think it was in an email. At 52% now of 390 some megabytes, 389 left. Okay. Wow. It's at 64%. I'm not going to hold my breath, folks. Hey. All right. We're like watching a SpaceX launch. T-1 and counting. 75%. T-30. 80%. T-15. 85%. T-10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. 98%. And we have liftoff. Downloading. Oh, what's going on here? Now it's going back and downloading it again? The hell is this? All right. Is it like a separate audio track or something? I don't know what's going on. We'll see what happens here. 35%. Well, that was exciting, and then it wasn't exciting. Misfire. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, malware. Boom, nothing. It's like a SpaceX launch. 510 megabytes, says Ruben. Put it on WeTransfer and send me an email, and I'll download it. Yeah, Elizabeth, I hope I come right too. So this, whatever this is now, is at 88, 90%, and we'll see if it does it again. If it does it again, then I'll know I'm just getting punked here by this damn software. It says 100% is downloaded, so it says done. Okay. Okay. Oh, maybe it was processing it. Okay, now it's going through it again. So where the hell's that? Okay, let me get download folder. Okay, take me to the download folder, but it's going through the same thing again. I think this is bullshit. I'm not drinking Shusbia. Garrett, did you unblock him from your channel? Yeah, I think this thing is just playing games with me. Because it's just, the files keep coming and disappearing over here in the downloader folder. Doesn't say anything. It said it was done. It should have been done. So. Okay, there it is. 396. I think by redoing it again, I screwed up. I should have went to the download folder. Let this finish and see what happens. And now I see an MP4 file over here, but it's still downloading some stuff. So hang on, we'll see. Maybe we pulled this off with the Kaboom downloader, and my ignorance on how to use it may have been the problem. Homeland Security now to answer what they've been doing about refugee program this week. Was the SASTA that made it pricey? It had to be imported. My downloads are buffering too. Okay, the MP file 4 is there. Looks like it's done. 500 megabytes. Okay, hang on.
My name is Jacob Abaum.
I think that's
We have it.
This is a man who...
We have it. Kaboo did it. And by ignorance, I figured out now I got to put it somewhere where I can copy and put it somewhere I've got it so it doesn't disappear on me. Copy. I'll just put it in the desktop for now. All right, we got it, folks. All of that. You stuck with us and we got it. Paste. It's there. We have it. Thank you. Who sent that to me? Kaboom. We've got a result. Result. That was in an email. And who sent me that email? The Kaboo. Neville sent that to me. Haha, Neville, you are the hero of the night. Oh, there's the WeTransfer. We got it. Thanks, guys. Yeah, okay. Get your files. Okay. Wow, we figured it out. We finally got it. Download. Okay, I'm getting them now. Okay, yep, that's the same one. I got it there. Maybe it's a better copy. Thank you, guys. We got it. We got it. We got it. Okay, that's going to make for some very interesting times, to say the least. Wow, we got it. Got you. I got it in the WeTransfer. You guys rock. Yeah, well done, guys. We've got it. We've got the receipts now, and Ibrahim Rasool is going to get grilled. Oh my goodness. This is the end of U.S.-South African diplomatic relations, unless they recall him immediately. Oh my goodness. We can be bros just for one day. Ebony and ivory live together in perfect harmony, side by side on my piano keyboard. Oh Lord, why can't we? We all know that people are the same wherever you go. There is good and bad in everyone. We learn to live. We learn to love each other. What we need to survive. Together alive. Woo! Oh, Hendo, ease up on the singing stuff there, man. Dale and Find Him Ever, welcome to you. That wasn't David Bowie. That was Stevie Wonder and Paul McCartney. Yeah, folk result. Oh my goodness, funny that all people just go according to politicians and media. Thank you for downloading McAfee antivirus. Oh, yes. We hope you enjoy your antivirus software from Kaspersky. How do I find the Kaboo downloader? Well, I'll give you the link, man. That worked. Hang on, I'll give you its inbox. Kaboo. Neville gave me that link. So copy link. Okay, let me come over here and share it with you guys. Right. This has been a raucous stream so far. Paste. So I started looking at the number of viewers, and it says that it's a downward glide path. I'm like, oh man, people are leaving, but we still have 500 people here on a Friday evening. Wow. Thank you all for being here. Elvis loves you. You're a good American. I missed my profession. No, I didn't. Okay. Please see WhatsApp our time I sent. Jan. Okay. Lots of people send me a link to it, so. Okay. Okay. We got it, though. Sorry, we got it. That's the bottom line. We are the world. We are the world. We are the children. Let's make a brighter day, so let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, you make a brighter day, just you and I. We are the world. We are the children. Oh, dear God. Was impressive, though. I mean, bringing all those artists together, you got to give them credit, man. That was incredible. And it wasn't a bad song, you know? And Cyndi Lauper bouncing up and down singing in that, yeah. If I understand correctly from the above news clip, USAID and PEPFAR was used for refugees and asylum seekers and not for South Africans. Huh? Okay, Jan, I got to go to your message here. 11 o'clock your time, so that would have been 5 a.m. my time. Okay. 5 a.m. Asylum seekers desperate, funding cuts. They get best to change their letterhead to number 1, Cully Drive. Oh, there you go. I didn't see that one. All right, so Daily Maverick. This is not how we wanted to live. Asylum seekers and South desperate as impact U.S. funding cuts spreads. U.S. President Trump's widespread cuts to foreign aid for humanitarian organizations continue to cause ripple effects globally, in many cases irreparable harm to vulnerable, marginalized populations. In South Africa, many asylum seekers and refugees have had life-saving social systems ripped away from them. They're killing us. Anyone who supported that party was seen as an enemy, and they were killing our family members, some of our relatives. This is how Usher, forced to leave his form in the DRC, described he became an asylum seeker in South Africa in 2007. Like many of the approximately 250,000 refugees and asylum seekers in South Africa, Usher had no support system, received little assistance from the government. Instead, he relied on civil society organizations until January. President Trump froze all foreign aid. The Scalabrini Center in Cape Town, Refugee Social Services, according to their site, the Bureau has established U.S. interests working to reduce illegal migration. It's incredible how far this has gone. Withdrawal of the funding is still going to affect their ability. So, okay, look, I'm sorry. I'm not going to have much sympathy for this. This guy fled the DRC in 2007 to go to South Africa. 2007, 2017, 2025, 18 years ago, and I'm paying for him to live in South Africa 18 years after he got there? What the hell is that my responsibility? Why is that the American taxpayer's responsibility? 18 years after, look, okay, humanitarian assistance to help people get resettled. I mean, I'll be generous. Okay, let's give some foreign assistance to help people who fled from the Congo, and South Africa generously allowed them to settle in South Africa, but they're too tight to pay for them. Okay, South Africa has a problem fiscally. Okay, we'll pay. We'll help out for a year, 2 years. But 18 years later, and you want sympathy? Spare me. Get off your ass and get a freaking job. My goodness. Now, I know that, Jan. I've reported on the U.S. funding these refugees. They did this story a few weeks ago that tried to dissuade South Africans from applying for the refugee program. Ooh, the United States cuts refugee assistance to South Africa. Yeah. And they got the UNHCR guy in there. Yeah. But the UNHCR guy in South Africa and the refugee funding in South Africa are not for South Africans. Has nothing to do with Trump's offer. Completely separate. We've been doing it for decades. Why are we paying for this Congolese to live off of our taxpayer in South Africa? This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. All right, Johan Pratt. Are we going to call you Johan? Never mind. I won't say it. It's unreal. The world is wrong. It's so wrong. These people are whining about families left without lifelines. Yasmin Raja, executive director, this is a person who was on here before, told Daily Maverick that the funding had provided financial assistance for these groups. Osher, who has 2 children, relied on the grant from RSS to care for his eldest. So you fled from the Congo and then had babies in South Africa, and that's my responsibility? Are you high? Seriously? These people are taking a piss. They're taking a piss. I have to take my child to hospital for appointments at least twice a week. I've tried to work, but every time I get fired because my employers say I'm absent too much. So, I'm sorry. So, you got fired because you didn't show up to work and you're expecting, what, you were absent too much? Maybe you should take the message. Maybe people hire you for a job to fucking work. To work. To work. That's why you got hired. Not to get a paycheck and do nothing. What are these people? What planet are they living on? Planet Reebok? This is insanity. Absolute insanity. I mean, honestly. I feel like Austin Powers, man. I really feel like Austin Powers. They're taking a piss.
A fucking goat outside.
It's just a goat.
No. It's a fucking goat.
Folks, sometimes it is a fucking goat. No, baby, it's not a... No, it's just a goat. No, mommy, it's a fucking goat. Sometimes it's a fucking goat. These people are taking a piss. Unbelievable. And they want sympathy? They want empathy? What are they drinking? Chabuku? Spoiled Chabuku? That stuff is bad for your stomach, folks. Good God. Good God. I have to take my child to hospital for appointments. Excuse me. Why am I paying for your children that you didn't have when you fled the Congo 20 years ago? These 2 months have been a problem for me and my children. I cannot work. Why can't you work? I do not have money. I'm suffering. Well, then talk to Home Affairs. South Africa granted you asylum. You're their problem, not my problem. I was working before my youngest child, but my child cannot see and uses a wheelchair. I cannot put her in a creche because many people do not have the heart to take care of a child with disabilities. I'm afraid to leave her with others because I don't know what will happen to her. Now I need to stay home and care for her. Well, my heart goes out to your child who's blind and has a wheelchair. That's horrible. But you were working before you had the child. So you're a refugee or an asylum seeker in South Africa. You had a job. And it's our responsibility to take care of you because you have medical problems? Wow. My fuck Marlies. Good God. Most of the money I received went towards transporting my child to and from the hospital, paying for medication, buying food, and covering basic food. Now my child needs to take tablets, but I can't give them to her because there's no food, no money to buy either. This makes me feel helpless. Even now I cannot speak because of the pain I feel in my heart, says Natalie. As asylum seekers, neither Asher nor Natalie qualifies for grants or other government assistance from South Africa's Department of Social Development. So why do you qualify for money from my tax? No wonder my taxes are so high. My fuck Marlies. Seriously. Wow. Wow. This is insanity of the highest order. Unbelievable. Oh my goodness. I don't know what to tell you, folks. I don't know what to tell you. This is they want sympathy. Give me a break. Give me a frickin' break. Ugh, nay. I'm sure they're using Mr. Krabby Patties for me to get off work that much. Yeah, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Copa says everything South Africa is not too bad. Yes, we all have to pay more and fight to stay ahead. At the end of the day, it's the best man that wins, period. In your language, it's a bit rude, dude. Well, thank you for your opinion, Cobus. I don't recall asking for it. But you have free expression here, so feel free to say it again if you like. I'm sorry. Today's service is in the Dutch Reformed Church. It's Friday. Welcome to the services, folks. We'll ask that people refrain from profanity. Apparently, YouTube is a safe zone in which people are forced to watch and attend our services. So, therefore, we'll have to be very calm tonight and just use polite words for our friends. We don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I'd like to turn your attentions to Ecclesiastes 27.5. If you can't find that, please open your Quran to page 46. Those of you with the Talmud, please open it to the second chapter, page 5. And we are going to now recite, "We are the world. We are the children. A brighter day for you and I." And now we turn our attention to that well-known seer, truth-sayer, Carly Simon. "You're so vain. I bet you think the show is about you. Don't you? Don't you? You're so vain. You probably think the show's about you. Don't you? Don't you?" Colonels, remember, people are hurting here and don't know how to respond to all this. Remember, we're 30-year dogs. Take care, Rory. Exactly, Nika. There's a way if you don't like what I'm saying. I remember when I really got angry a couple years ago. Remember that I got angry when that black woman was murdered in Chicago during the height of the Black Lives Matter movement. Remember that? And I was angry, very angry, and a lot of people left the show. That's what you do. You just leave. And I got the message. People didn't want to hear that, but I was angry. Look, you can't please everybody all the time. I mean, earlier we had somebody upset because I said, "Good Lord." That's not taking the Lord's name in vain. Seriously. And also, what I just did wasn't insulting to Islam, Christianity, or to Judaism. I was making a point. Can we sing Aranya now? No. No, I don't want to be rude to viewers, but that was rude to me. Your language is, look, okay, fine. Why do you need to say that? Just, why do you feel compelled to say that? Why do you feel compelled to admonish me? Look, folks, at some point, look, I treat people fairly. I'm kind to people. I'm generous to people. And I've left this world a better place. And I'm not going to sit here and be admonished because I used the F word. Good God. Good God. I mean, seriously, give me a break. Ibrahim's experiencing buffering. I'm sorry about that, Ibrahim. That kind of sucks. I say Ibrahim, Earl. Excuse me, Earl. I see Earl Abraham. I always want to say Ibrahim. Yeah, Debbie Fox, 140 Rand. Thank you for that. Look, here's another thing too. Was it Marco Funstein? Was it Marco Funstein or whatever the gentleman was? A lot of people are in here trolling. So, Doing good work, so we appreciate it every day. A bit late to the game, but I eventually managed to download the video with... I got it. Thank you, Bite and Boats. Hang on to it. I got it. Kai says, Chris is fair, kind, great person, eggshells, outside chat. We got to do a big Brian karaoke. Need to remain objective about why we're here. Jacqueline Bota just gave out 35 red. Good evening, sir. Hope also I sent you a message via WhatsApp. Okay, thank you for that, Jacqueline. I thank you. Yaku Swanepoel gave another one, 35 back-to-back. Wow, you guys are on top of that. I want a maggot cap. It's your show, says Julie Edwards. Thank you, Yaku. It is, but I don't have to be rude to people, so that's fair. That's fair. But there's no reason to admonish me. That's come on. Also, we are now into 3 hours into the broadcast. It is now 9 o'clock. And your kids aren't watching this, right? Now, if you got kids watching it, then give me a fair warning, and I'll apologize for that. But come on. We're all adults here, or hopefully. Truth is, it doesn't matter really. But, that's just ridiculous. They expect us to pay into perpetuity. Why am I paying for Congolese? We didn't colonize Congo. We don't have businesses in Congo. We're not profiting from Congo. South Africa is, but we're not. We have Congolese here. We're taking care of them here. We're paying for Congolese. Why are we paying for Congolese in South Africa? 18 years after the guy got to South Africa. Get a job. Get permanent status. That's not our responsibility. Thank you, Em. America owes the world nothing. We don't. That's right. That kid is on the escalator again. Hey, Faith, how's it going, Faith? How are you feeling today? You any better today? I hope you're not in the hospital now, are you? Derek, people should stop being so damn sensitive and self-absorbed. Well, a lot of people are self-absorbed. That's a fact. Can't wait for you to do a video on wrestling. Oh, I'll be doing one this afternoon. Lynette DeVette. But I have another video I have to record first. Can I come visit you on your stoop and have a good... You know what, Lynette? In the spirit of friendship... I'm going to identify a park not too far from my home where everybody can come for a big braai. That park could take 10,000 people. So from my perspective, you're authentic and please don't change. Someone's feelings are spared. Hey, Pete, heard my priest say good Lord from... Exactly. Yep. Would love to support... Well, no, but early in the chat when I started, I said good Lord and people said, don't, it told me to stop doing that. I'm like, and that's not the first time someone's told me that. Just want to ask, when the U.S. opens up the refugee program eventually, will you be making a video to guide people? I will be making news videos, Curiosity Crate, that detail what's publicly available. And I will try to interview people as much as possible about the program. But I'm not here to facilitate. That's not my role. That's not my job. It's not my place. I'm just here to get you the information as best possible. Arctic, me. Crybabies get free nappies. 1-800, don't give a fuck. Artie, thank you for the 400 Rand super chat. In 18 years, you could have learned skills and be economically active. Exactly, Anton Mulder. Sounds awesome, Pennsylvania Bride. Oh, I said that. Oh, people were listening. Damn it. Oh, sorry, there's a bad word. Darn it. Well, no, my lawn is not near that park. I can walk there, but I've been known to walk 20 kilometers before. Yeah, you need to watch George Carlin go to thicker skin. Words you can't say. Your initiative to blow your gun. What? Thanks for the long hours and dedicated hard work, Charlotte. You're welcome. Load shedding. Oh, man. Load shedding again. Passcode enter the bride. That's Joby Sec. Oh, my goodness. Yes, it's going to be the first thing we're going to do. Yeah, you all say that. Yeah, look. Okay. Look, all these people are going to take up the refugee thing. I hear you. Nick says, give them a chance. They're just cutting their teeth. Heinrich Schoenfeld says, you go, Colonel. People are always way too sensitive nowadays. Quick to bitch, but behind the door, they're even worse. Yeah, exactly. He who shouts the loudest has the most to hide. How cock must your life be to troll on a Friday night? Exactly. Thank you for the 30 Rand. Even Arctic is chilling. He's not complaining about the bell tonight. This Freitag kommen uns frei. Yeah, not this Friday. Not moving into Chris's house. All my dollars are in his account. Arctic, there's another super chat. I like how I'm listening on this chat and hear load shedding in my hand. Shoots my phone, checking the SCOMS and push. Yeah, let me check my SCOMS and push app, okay? Where the heck is my SCOMS and push app? Let me check on it. Okay. So you guys think I don't have one? I do have the app. Escom Sapush is on my phone, ladies and gentlemen. It's on my phone. There you go. Escom Sapush open. Here we go. All right, there you go. I can't. This print is so small for my failing eyesight now. Pretoria North, the city of Schwane. Escom says, no load shedding. I have no load shedding. I don't know where your load shedding's at. I got power, man. Yeah, no, it could lose the consulate. And there's a news report, and Jan van Driel sent that to me. Pretoria North, Schwane, no load shedding. So I don't know what y'all bitching about. I got juice. I got juice. Nick just gave a 14 rand, says, Jan, full my hamster blushes. You and your hamsters. No load shedding in the States. That's correct. Escom Sapush told me I have no load shedding. Earl says, when I first started watching Colonel last year, I thought he was a bigot until I started seeing his sense of humor. Dude, I don't know why you would have thought I was a bigot, where you got that from. Anyway, but thank you. Derek Fame 140. Yeah, no, I'm not a bigot, man. I hate everybody equally. No. I love most people. I don't know why anybody would think I'm a bigot, because people make an assumption, they jump to conclusions. No, I mean, how many times have I promoted all people of all races, all backgrounds? How many times have I talked to people? Look, I don't hold anybody off, you know. Anyway. Watch made a stream titled African Refugees in Ireland. Oh, I've seen that stuff in Ireland. Yeah, there's Michael O'Keefe account from Ireland on Twitter. Does a brilliant job exposing that horror that's going on in Ireland. Ireland disaster. Good luck, Rosie O'Donnell. It's not Ireland anymore. It's West Africa. Yep. Mariska says, oh my word. Okay, what else? I don't know why you would have thought that, Earl. What did I say that made you think that? I'm not swinging it, Earl. I'm just curious. I mean, what did you see that made you think that? It's been a long time to see you live walk in shorts and snow. Yeah, but I was skiing. I wasn't in shorts, though. Vicky Pocket popped in to smash the like button for live entertainment. Yeah, we definitely have live entertainment. Ina Chatwin says, just do it the Irish way. Fucking eight. That's right. There you go. For those out there that read online magazines, Google Lashani. Lalasini. Okay. No load shedding in California. Shh, Arctic. It's secret. You're not supposed to tell people where you're at, man. Arctic is an equal opportunity bigot. Amanda Delport's laughing. Louise is laughing. Folks, we needed this. Get the power as I had no power. Okay. My crappy doctor who diagnosed me is going to Ireland. Oh, geez. Sense of humor's off the chart. Hey, Erica. You talking to me? South Africa's not benefiting Congo. Those with mining rights are, though. Our army was sent in to protect their private investments, says Valerie. No profit for South Africa. There you go. Even an invader wouldn't touch Rosie. She's safe. I hear people assume Americans are rude. Americans are so fun and energetic. Exactly. Yep, Roxy. That's true. That's what I say Ibrahim. You're laughing. Okay. 988 likes. We're close to 1,000. Juliana Haystack says, did you hear about Enoch Burke from Ireland? No. What am I missing there? I can tell people where I am, just I can't tell them how my passengers are. That's true. Vinton Engels, I feel for you guys with load shedding. Here in Namibia, we don't have that. Oh, shots fired. The Namibians are coming into the fray. Joel Pollock reckons there'll only be one consulate or two, one in Durban and Cape Town. Yep. Yeah, we need fun in the sun. We need some lighthearted moments on a Friday. So thank you to Mr. Van Staden for making us do into break lighthearted mode. I'll be skipping some of your live streams this weekend, getting married. Whoa, Yaku's getting married. Oh, Yaku, there's a 100 Rand super chat from another Neanderthal saying it's a great channel. Well, thank you. Thank you, other Neanderthals. Maybe a topic you can look into the future, how they kidnap children for money in South Africa. Yeah, PK, remind me of that another time. That's a topic that we looked into before, but I couldn't really find stuff that was verifiable, so it was difficult. That's a good one topic. So, Kioma Fenta, welcome to you. Okay, but Namibia is a functional country. Sort of, yeah. Locked up for more than a year for not addressing a student by his pronouns. Oh, yeah. Did he spend a year in jail? I heard about that. That's ridiculous. Ireland is gone. It's not a real country anymore. I don't know why we entertain the Irish Taoiseach. And Germany's not a real country. You imprison someone for reporting the name of someone who's convicted of rape in the public. That's a matter of public record. Oh, he harmed his dignity. What about the 14-year-old girl he raped? He harmed her life. She's ruined for life. Unbelievable. Roxy says, no, thank you for starting your weekend off great. Well, hey, can't wait for your next video. All right, Nikki, thanks for being here. I subcontracted for an American company in Argentina, Brazil, and Chile. The nicest foreigners I've met. I've been to 10 countries. Americans have been the friendliest. We are, but we always get a bad rap. Oh, the Americans are terrible. Yeah, whatever. I'm loading my tent. I'm on my way to Namibia. Valerie's coming. Valerie, she's got her own refugee program. She is headed to Namibia. We're off on the road to Namibia. Sorry, that was Donald Trump's Namibia. It's not Namibia. If USA closes down the consulate and embassy in South Africa, and if the refugee program launched, where would all these interviews happen? At some building, at some hotel, at some office building rented by the U.S. government, paying a third party to do it. Very simple. Folks, don't get wrapped up. You know, the American government doesn't need a consular building to do consular services. We can do them in a tent. Oh, there's the tents. There's the tents that we were told about. Ivan Meyer from the DA said tents. Yes, there will be tents. We'll be interviewing in a tent. Colonel, if you're here in April, you can make Two Oceans Marathon. When is the Two Oceans Marathon and where does it take place? I would not be running it, but where does it take place, Steve? Tell me where it's at. I assume it goes from Cape Town to Durban. And do you run along the coast, which would be okay, or do you run through the Karoo? That would not be so great. The tents, oh my word. If the tents are true, can I bring my own? Yaku, congratulations. I think you're getting hitched, man. All right, okay, question, Yaku. Is she a Burmese? I don't think South Africa has 7.9 million taxpayers. I don't think they have that many, to be honest. I don't buy that story. Any guess when we'll hear more about it? Weeks or years? About what? The tents? Hugo Basson is back. Good to see you there. The Greenlanders will go. Yeah, the Greenlanders. Trump was trolling again last night. He's like, yeah, annexation of Greenland. No, we're not finished with that. Oh, you want a FEMA tent? Yeah, well, we don't have any FEMA tents. There are no bananas today. We have no bananas today. Yeah, Southerners love camping. Why would anybody try to dissuade Alfred Connors to come to America to think it would work? You'll be living in FEMA tents. Alfred Connors would be like, oh, that's good. Oh, tents, yes, wonderful. Can I bring my rifle? Are there any kudu out there to shoot? I mean, honestly, I look. If you wanted to dissuade an Afrikaner from coming to America as a refugee, there's one very successful way to do it. I can tell you. Here's how you do it. You will tell them that if you come to America as a refugee, it's not about living in tents. It's not about not having enough money. It's not about what social services. If you go to America as a refugee, you'll be forced to live next to Trevor Noah. No, I'm out. I can take the tents. I can take the no money. I can take all of it, but not living next to Trevor Noah. That's out, man. Tents would actually increase the number of applications. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're reporting live from South Africa, where yesterday it was announced that the Americans have run out of space for the South African refugee program, as over 200,000 have flooded into the program in just 2 weeks. Now, we've determined that we'll have to put Afrikaners in tents in Texas. We're going to go now to Henny Swanepoel. Henny, what do you say about tents in America? Will you decide not to apply for this refugee program? My fuck Marlies, tents. I'm there now. Uns gaan brei. We'll turn our attention now to Lisette Duplessis. Lisette, please, can you tell us, will this change your perspective of becoming a refugee to America? Don't bring that cock when you talk to Tannies. We love tents. There you have it, folks. The Afrikaners love tents. Apparently, 10 cities have not dissuaded them. In fact, larger numbers are turning out here at the embassy in Joburg on 1 Layla Khalid Drive. Ons gaan nou braai. Oh, yeah, Monique, people take this and go, oh, the colonel said you're going to live in tents. You can live in tents. What? The biggest bunch of cock I've ever heard. First, there's 4 reasons why it doesn't apply to Afrikaners. Number 1, you're not persecuted. You're not in a war-torn country. Number 2, you didn't flee South Africa to get out of the country and get safe haven harbor up to the place. Number 3, I don't have a number 3, but I just wanted a number 3. And number 4, because you'll have to live in tents in America. Daniel Prinsloo. Sandra Prinsloo. The gods must be crazy. Well, I'm damaging my book doing that. Oh, no, I'm not. It's just marker there. All right. I went to the doctor and says, I thought it was a teepee. And the day before, I thought it was a wigwam. The doctor said, whoops, what did the doctor say? I went too fast. Relax, man. To me, you are too tense. Dougie Raymond. You missed a lot, buddy. Anna Marie Vissa refused to live next to Charlize Theron. Trevor, I didn't say. Oh, Kurt Darren. Oh, that's just me. All right, that's it, man. You're going to do that. We're just going to have. I'm sorry. Whenever you pick on Kurt, I've got to come to Kurt's defense. I have to come to Kurt's defense. I just can't do this. I can't do this, folks. I can't allow this to happen. You cannot be dissing on Kurt Darren. You cannot be dissing on Kurt Darren. I'm sorry. Not going to tolerate it, folks. Not going to tolerate it. So we're just going to have to come defend Kurt. We're going to have to come on with this advert. Good gosh. How many adverts do I have to watch here? By the way, folks, I have more subscribers than Kurt Darren. Did you know that? See? You start picking on Kurt Darren. Oh, we've detected video that belonged to someone else. That'll all be deleted later on. And the audience dropped to 45. What the hell? Oh, my folk Marleys. Oh, I used that word again. Sorry. Should listen to Spinnacle. I know Spinnacle. All right. Yeah, Blaubergstrand. Yep. You're more Afrikaner than American. Just to pronounce her name correctly. Okay. Sean, listening to Kurt gave him more reasons to leave South Africa. That's not nice. Trevor never got out of his house. Oh, I want Elon's tiny homes. Yeah, I'll take one of Elon's tiny homes. He's going to run out of homes. He's got 14 kids all over the world now. Don't worry, guys. When we get there. Oh, I didn't get to the rest of the news. We're not going to do that today. It's so much more. Refunded Super Chats. Super Chats must fall. Oh, my goodness. Okay, I stop it. I got your warning, man. I'm not playing it anymore. They keep giving me warnings about it. You have more fans than Kurt Darren. One's on your desk, one's in the living room, one's in your ceiling. I actually have more subscribers than Kurt Darren. He only has 55,000. I didn't know that. Wow. I have 57,000. I'm ahead of Kurt. Who knew? Right now. Hey, Jenkins. How's it going? Two Oceans starts in Cape Town, heads around the Cape Point, back north, all along the ocean, ends in UCT. What are the two oceans? The Atlantic and Indian? Okay, thanks for that. What's the date on it, Steve? I'd rather listen to Focus Policier. Well, I have Focus Policier. I played that the other night. Okay, I was at their concert. I was in the Army and got used to tents. When was that? January of February. Jacques Fente just subscribed. Thank you for subscribing, Jacques. I think that was 2023 trip. The trips are run together now. There's so many trips to South Africa. All right. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that drive, F. Let's go to my F drive. F drive. That's where we file everything. 2023. Probably February would have been. Let me see. Velbedoct. Western Cape. Franschhoek Car Museum. Babylon Storm, back in Cape Town. No, back in Joburg. Okay, that's the Fort Tucker Monument. That's Loftus. It's after Loftus, wasn't it? Or was it before Loftus? That's up on the lake. No, it must have been... Huh. Come on, where's it at? That's when I came back. Huh. Was it before this? I don't see it. Huh. That's Botswana. It's a varsity game. Come on. Where is Fokov Polisica? I would have thought it would have been about here, but it doesn't look to be the case. Soltec. It wasn't January. I would have sworn it was on this trip. Let me go to January. January of 2023. See if it was in here. Well, no, wasn't there. When the heck did I do that? Was it September? August? July? July 2023. Maybe that's when it was. Let's see. That was the netball. July. Let's go to August 2023. Western Cape. Boy, all these things just running the Penguins. Oh, there it is. There we go. Got it, guys. Got it. Okay, here we go. Jack Parrow at the Fokov Polisica concert in Pretoria East. Yeah, mixing up my trips here. Here we go. Let's go with this one now. I also got Early B on there too. It was off the hook. I will give it that. That concert was definitely off the hook. Let's see. That's that one. Let me find this one here. Yep. Anyway, did I actually get him on any of these videos? I'm looking to see. No, that's the same one. So, yep. Anyway, so that was Fokov Polisica in Pretoria East. Son loves Jack Parrow. Okay, they're gonna nail you with copyright strikes. Yeah, probably. They're definitely with the Calfoot Soki. I'll definitely get a copyright thing on that, so I'll have to delete that. So, what's with the Sangomas? Crack Sparrow. Arctic left? I didn't know Arctic left. Okay. Kurt Darren goes, you say might write a refugee song. Oh, you guys are too terrible. Why is Vincent crying over Jack Parrow? You don't like Jack Parrow? Francois Fundenbeck says, honest question, Chris. As a God-fearing human being, would you rather live in a third world crap hole or USA? I've lived in third world crap holes. At the end of the day, you want to live where you're safe. So, and you can enjoy life. And somebody said their comments weren't here, but I did see your comment. So, all right. We've been at this 3 hours and 20 minutes, folks. Can you believe that? 1,000 likes. And the average view time has been 16 minutes. That's pretty good. 7,500 people tuned in during the stream so far. That's just epic. It's already 3:20 on a Friday afternoon here. And I'm going to be making a video, which will be appearing probably tomorrow morning because I don't want to put it out too soon. Yeah, because my videos have been languishing lately. So I'm probably going to go back to making my own thumbnails. Okay, thank you, Neville, for the WeTransfer as well. So I've got the Ibrahim Rasool video. We're going to do something with that. Are they that stupid? They must be that stupid. Yep, bit all there. Good night. Okay, cool blessing. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here, okay? And let everybody get to bed because it's after 9 South African time. Look for my videos on Ibrahim Rasool, plus another video I'm putting out related to the confiscation of buildings in Central Business District. All these hunters here that you can hunt, kudu and wildebeest, they would all be, yeah, well, how can I ask about the politics? How can you ask that about politicians? Yeah, I know, Arctic, it's a stupid question. All right, everybody, have a good night. I think people are just waiting to go to bed, waiting for me to finish up. So, all right, we're going to wrap it up with, do the Colonel's Anthem? No, we'll just do a closing thing. All right, cool beans. Videos to show. Let me close that, and let me get to the closing one. All right, thanks, everybody. Thanks for the super chats. Thanks, everybody. Ananda, you're still here. Cool. Thanks for calling in, Ananda Baker, and sharing with us your experiences and what you're doing. All right, folks, have a good one. Appreciate it. Yeah, have a good night, everybody. Cheers, cheers.